Hey everybody, it's Zach from Myshire Farm. Hopefully you'll be able to hear me. If you could, somebody let me know if you can hear me all right. And if so, we will get started. I am a minute or two early because it usually takes a second for someone to respond. But I've got a lot of stuff to go over, a lot of really cool stuff for tonight. And I'm really excited. So we've got a lot of stuff to cover. We've got our 18 and under contest. We've got an email that I'm going to read. We've got a couple other things that I'm going to mention, let you know where we're at on making history and all kinds of stuff. So I just need to know if anyone can hear me yet, and we will get started. Loud and clear. Wonderful. All right. So this is our live Q&A we do every Sunday at 7 p.m. If you're new, we do a couple fun things. So every Sunday at 7 p.m. we do a live Q&A. And in that you can ask any questions concerning any Coturnix quail questions, you know, how to sell, how to raise, how to incubate, whatever the case may be, how to get a color, what color comes from this or whatever. Anything that you can think of to help you on your journey, we try to help out with. We also try to have fun. So a couple different things we do if you want to let us know where you're from. I do a shout out to that. That's always a lot of fun. And if you've hatched out eggs from us this week, let us know what the hatch rate was, and that's always fun. I write that down for our records, and we do a lot of stuff like that. We are going to try to do a couple things a little bit differently this week, and we'll see how it goes. But we have a topic. I am starting to make a topic of every week that we'll discuss, but you can ask any questions that you'd like. This week's topic is 5 ways to sell. Now, as you can see, the answers are already behind me. However, I am going to go into each one on maybe an example on how to sell or how to get your name or business out there. So hopefully that'll help as well. Also, we have the winner of the 18 and under contest. I will be reading the email that won this month and explaining that. And we will go into each one of the topics once we hit 25 likes for each one. So once we hit 25 likes, we'll go over hatching eggs, and then I'll explain kind of the price point that we use, how you can get your own price point, and the best one of the best ways to sell and to move your product, so on and so forth. So we will be getting to that, I promise. Verna is our moderator, so she's going to be keeping everyone in check, so I really appreciate that. We will be talking about the history that we talked about last week, making history, which is always a lot of fun. I will be getting to all of your comments. I actually have not pulled that up yet because I pulled up the email of Tiffany, the winner, and I'm going to read that and then I'll go to YouTube. But before we begin, I got this in the mail. And this is from Simon Marsh, which was the winner of the 18 and under contest last month. I thought this was really nice. Their mom had been texting me, letting me know that the eggs arrived, the cage arrived, and things like that. So that's been a lot of fun. The chicks are starting to hatch, which is always a lot of fun. But this is the first time out of any winner of any contest we've ever done, I've received an actual letter. So I'm going to read it. It says, "Dear Zach, thank you very much for sending me 60 quail eggs, jumbo wilds, 40 hatched. David came from Wynola Ranch and delivered my cage already and put it together. We are neighbors. Thank you for helping me have quail for the first time. Many thanks, Simon Marsh." I thought that was very, very cool. So Simon, if you're out there, I really appreciate it. And if Simon's parents are watching, I think that you are doing a fantastic job. So that's absolutely wonderful. Now, if you're new, you might not know what the 18 and under contest is. What that is we do an 18 and under contest every month. And all you have to do is email myself at zack@myshirefarm.com, or you can email Jenna at jenna@myshirefarm.com. And the only requirement is that you need to be 18 and under. and then you'll just let us know kind of why, a little bit about yourself and why you want Caternix quail and a cage. And the winner of every month is announced on the first live YouTube live Q&A. The first Sunday of every month is when we announce the winner. It's an ongoing thing, so we do it every month. And they get 60 eggs from us, and they also get a Winola Ranch cage, and everything is for free. It's just helping them get started. So I really like the contest. Again, the winner for this month was Tiffany Chin, and this is the email. Hello, my name is Tiffany and I'm 14 years old. I'm a freshman in 9th grade in New York. I just want to let you know that you really inspired me to start raising quail. I have never done this before and your videos help me learn and grow. The reason I want to start raising quail is because I wanted to experience something new. My family used to live in Iowa and we raised a small number of 8 chickens and 3 rabbits. When we moved to New York, we had to give them away. Living in the city, we can't have animals like roosters to bother our neighbors. There are also rules and regulations on raising poultry. I just wanted to raise something again, and quail seem like the perfect fit. They're small, not loud, and can live in a smaller space. I also never tried hatching eggs before, and I wanted to try. I just love how adorable quail look. I can also educate my siblings on quail, and maybe if everything goes well, I might sell some quail and quail eggs. This way my family can partly be self-sufficient. Thank you for having this contest, and thank you for considering me as a contestant, from Tiffany. So I thought that was a very elegant email. I thought it was very cool. So Tiffany, you are the winner for this week. So congratulations. I really like this contest, and I really do want to give a shout out to Winola Ranch for contributing to this contest. I think that's very, very cool as well. Again, I will get, oh dear God, I will get to all your comments in just a minute. Again, every 25 likes, which is really hard for me to see tonight. Every 25 likes, we'll go over a topic, so I will do that in just a second. I'm trying to make a topic every week to talk about, and then also answer your guys' questions. If you missed it, if you're new, let us know where you're from. That's always a lot of fun. We do a bunch of shout outs. I do go on rants, so be prepared. And then also, if you've hatched eggs from from us this week, let us know what the hatch rate is. We can discuss it, or congratulate you, or help you fix the issues, or whatever the case may be. So, without further ado, I am up and running here, it looks like, and I just like myself, so I would appreciate the support if you hit that like button. If you hate me, or hate what I say, or find it awful, hit the thumbs down button. That is okay as well. But let's talk about the top 5 ways to sell. Number 1 is hatching eggs. Again, every 25 likes we'll go into another one, but this first topic is hatching eggs. Now, the majority of what we sell is hatching eggs. It's not our most profitable, it's not the least profitable, but it's not the most profitable way to do it. However, it is the least, to me, it's the easiest way to sell, is hatching eggs. So we started selling hatching eggs on Facebook. I know that a lot of people said that they're having issues. I think words are very powerful, so it is all in how you do it. I've never really tried to come off as a salesperson. I've tried to come off more of as an educator. I've tried to be enthusiastic and excited, and I think that spreads. So my tip for hatching eggs is still social media. Whether that's Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or whatever other whatever BYC, backyard chickens, whatever social media outlet that you're comfortable with, I would definitely start making a name. I think that the biggest mistake that I see with people starting out is that people go from nothing to all in and selling, selling, selling. You're not really selling quail eggs. You're actually selling yourself, your name, your brand, and the benefits of quail and hatching eggs. So pictures say 1,000 words. How you say it is very, very important. Where you market to is very, very important. But the piece of advice that I'd like to give you on the first topic, which is hatching eggs, is contribute to other people's posts before you blow up Facebook or YouTube or Instagram or anything else. But get involved with the community. Social media is just a very large way to network. You know, people back in the day, you know, when I used to be a realtor, you know, we would go to these functions and we would network and we would talk to lenders and we would talk to banks and we would talk to this, you know, cleaners, and we would talk to all these different people and just start a network. Well, that's what social media is a network. So use that rather than just here, 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 you know. So that would be my piece of advice for that. Number two, because we are over 50, we'll go to the second one next. Once we hit 75 likes, we'll go into the third one. I also have a bonus if we get that high. But eating eggs. We do ship eating eggs, but I really don't like to, just because it's so much money in shipping. But eating eggs would be our lowest profit. Definitely the easiest out of all of them, for sure, because you're literally just collecting and boxing. And it doesn't matter what color or cage or anything. And we could go into hatching eggs a lot. I mean, there's a lot of steps behind the hatching eggs. You know, you've got to have cages, you've got to have a breeding program, you've got to know what you've got, you got to, you know, how old they are, switching males out, so on and so forth. But with eating eggs, it's pretty much throw in the hens and collect the eggs. So it's definitely the easiest, but it's the least profitable, at least for me and my area. We do have a couple corporate accounts that we've had for a long time. They're mainly in Cincinnati, Huber Heights, Dayton, Miamisburg. We've got quite a bit of accounts. We do those because they buy in bulk. So there's at least a steady amount of eggs being sold. And if you think of your business as a pie chart, right? Well, let's say you throw all your business into hatching eggs. What happens if the post office goes down? Well, you're done. Like, that's it. Well, we would be losing a lot of business if something happened to the post office. However, our pie chart, you know, we do all these things plus more. We sell corporate account eating eggs, and I've got enough networking going on. I've got enough clientele that if something ever did happen, I do believe that I can get all of our eggs sold just by eating eggs, because I turn people away, you know, other businesses away, because I do enjoy hatching or selling hatching eggs. So with eating eggs, here's my tip for eating eggs. It's not bad to sell them. I wouldn't make it a majority of your business unless you don't have a lot of time. If you're just trying to do this on the side and not be able to put a lot of time into it, eating eggs would be the way to go. But you're not going to make the most profit out of it. Now, with that being said, you could do social media. It never hurts. However, you mainly want a local market. Well, how do you do a local market? Well, there's farmers markets, or you could do what we did. We went to farmers markets, but we never actually participated at a farmers market. We talked to the vendors. Hey, would you be interested in selling or eating eggs, or even hatching eggs, or butchered quail? Do you think that would go along with your business? Well, yeah, how much are you talking? Well, I tell you what, why don't we do, you know, here's some, try them out for this week, and then we'll go from there. there. Maybe I can bring you 500 next week, and then we'll just pick up what you didn't sell, and we'll do it that way. Then you're not out any money. Oh, that's great. And then it went from that to, we went to reptile shows and networked with them. And they're like, well, my tegu loves eating eggs. Well, great. I mean, they're for human consumption, so they're healthy as can be. Would you like some of these? Well, then that turned into this huge wildlife reserves that has tigers and lions and bears. Oh my. And they want, hey, I need 1,000 males frozen. It's like, yeah, that's still a big order. It's going to take me a little bit of time, but I'll get that done. So it's all about the networking. So you got to put in money to get back money, right? So either way you go, it's networking. It's just kind of a different way. If you guys have any questions about the hatching eggs or the eating eggs, feel free to comment. I promise I'll get to them. I do apologize because I know that there is a ton of comments already, but here we go. Also, if you missed it, Tiffany Chin was the winner for our 18 and under contest this month. So congratulations to Tiffany. If you want to get in contact with me on my phone number, 937-760-7282, I will get you taken care of. If you are 18 and under or know someone that is, make sure that you email myself or Jenna. I did that at the very beginning and gave that information out. And just let us know, and we will get you on the list for possible winners. We pick a winner every month. If you would like to let us know where you're from, that's always a lot of fun. I will do a shout out for you. And here we go. Rose Cold Rake Heather's in the house from Northeast Ohio. Welcome. Patrick says, hello, everyone from Foltz Family Game Birds in Sparta, Missouri. Love the name. Very good name. And welcome. Verna Young is in the house. Again, she's our moderator for the night. She did wonderful last week. So congratulations to that. But she says hello. Christopher Asbury says hello from Davila, Texas. Welcome. Texas is in the house. I'm going to do a little something different tonight, and I'm going to see how many states we actually get on here. So we've got Ohio so far. We got Missouri. And we've got Texas. All right. Junie says, hello, everyone, from Chester, Virginia. We got Virginia in the house. Welcome. Ken Taylor from Central Indiana is in the house. Welcome. Jay Joseph from the Caribbean. Welcome. I'll just mark that on the international side. Hear me loud and clear. Wonderful. Kasumi Rose from Western Tennessee is in the house. Tennessee is represented. Welcome. Jay Joseph says, I was an hour early. Oops, sorry. Freezer is in the house. Hello. Marie from Northwest Indiana. Oh, Indiana's in the lead, everybody. Verna says her eggs are in lockdown since yesterday. That's great. Good luck. And I'm sure you'll let us know next week how it goes. Junie says, I'm curious what making the history's at so far. Very good question. So last week we announced that we were going to try to make history and ship to all 50 states on Monday or Tuesday. That is still the goal. I'm missing 4 states, but I was not able to look through the orders today. But as of late last night, here we go. I'm missing Wyoming, Nebraska, Rhode Island, and Delaware. 2, 3, 4. Oh, and New Hampshire. Wyoming, Nebraska, New Hampshire, and Rhode Island. However, we are shipping to Puerto Rico. We are shipping to Virginia, the Virgin Islands. We got approval for that. So we're shipping to the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, we just need 4 more states. I will not be able to ship them all out at the same time. So I'm hoping that obviously I'll get them out all within the same week. But we're still going to try to make history. So if you are from one of those states, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Delaware, Wyoming, or Nebraska, you can get 15% off on our website. I've kept it going until we get those states. You'll use the abbreviation in your state on our website, which is myshirefarm.com. You can order whatever you would like, and then you'll get 15% off your order. That is still going on. I will probably close it out tonight. And hopefully we'll get those states. I do have a surprise for you coming out on Tuesday, which I will discuss in just a little bit. I'll discuss once we get to 100 likes, which will be also a little bit of fun. But it's going pretty well. So most of the states are covered so far. Thank you for asking. Carolyn C. says, hello from Parkersburg, West Virginia is in the house. Thank you for all you do. Not a problem. And West Virginia is represented. Kasumi Rose says, I'm so excited. I got the pansy eggs 3 days ago, set them to rest, and they're in the incubator 2 days ago. A quick candling, a half. They look great. That's wonderful. Congratulations. Unknown Drifter says, question, when you reach the level of success that you are at this time, how do you handle the haters always trying to bring you down? That's a fair question. You're not going to make everybody happy. And I've noticed that most of the haters, well, I won't say that. I've always tried to take the high road in the business. So if I see something online that's just not accurate, I might correct it, but I don't argue with anybody. I just don't. It's not worth it. I'd rather be a reputable business that lost a person and maybe that person took 2 or 3 people than go down to their level. Most people aren't willing to say anything in front of me. They talk behind my back. So if that's the case, then, well, if it was true, then they would say it to me, you know? I don't mind. Here's the perfect example. I don't mind the thumbs down. I mind that they purposefully did a thumbs down, but they won't tell me why. Like, tell me why, maybe I can improve it. So, I guess that's my answer. Hopefully you like it. I don't know. Let's see. Very good question, though. No one's ever asked me that. What the Quail Farm? Like the name. Hi, from Pearland, Texas. Texas is being represented. Oh, already. Texas is in the lead with Indiana right now. Very cool. Welcome. Ken Taylor says, just set 21 eggs from my first Myshire Jumbo Wild hatch. That's great. Congratulations. That's always a really fun thing to do. And very rewarding as well. Rich Ross is in the house, says hello from Auburn, Michigan. You were the first to represent Michigan tonight. Welcome. Or is it a petty positive community overall? Pretty positive community overall. I would say it's overall a pretty good community. I would say some people just don't get along. Some people don't understand how to take other people. But that's pretty much any community. But overall, I would say it's a pretty positive community. I really don't get involved with a lot of the politics. I really don't. I really ignore it. And I can't see a benefit of doing that. Like, getting into the politics of it or arguing with someone, a troll online or whatever, how is that going to benefit me except for just get me riled up, possibly doing something dumb to lose other people's business because of how I reacted, and being a bad influence on people that are watching me? It doesn't make sense. Like, I'd rather just take the high road. And I don't think that's a weakness. I think that's wisdom. Is what I think. But who knows? Maybe in 10 years I'll look back and go, oh yeah, no, that was dumb. I don't know. Good question though. T-Mac from Perth, Australia is in the house. Welcome. Your foamers are going out Monday. I needed help doing them, so I needed to wait till Monday. But you are on the list, and I'm sorry about the delay. Katernik's Corner's in the house, everybody, from Southwest Florida, which is the first one representing there. Very cool. We will be on with him next Tuesday on his YouTube channel, Katernik's Corner, for a live whatever he's doing. I don't know. I'm just going to show up and have fun. But you'll want to check that out. Very cool. Robert Halverson. I always mess that up. Robert Halverson. Hi from Minnesota. Welcome. My Growlfie hatched some dark gray to black and some with the same markings but leaning to the brown side. What would those be? I would need to see pictures. Could still be growls. They come in a lot of different. I would assume growls, but I don't know for sure. Isaiah Valdez. I hope I said that correctly. Texas, Houston, Texas. Welcome, representing, and Texas is in the lead so far. 11 out of 25, but 4 with motor skill problems that died. 7 healthy and kicking color. Pearl hatching started last Saturday night. Well, that's not too good. You'll want to text me on the number that's on the screen, and we'll need to discuss it. With having some issues behind or after the hatch, it kind of sounds like they hatched late, is what it sounds like. So we'll need to look into that and get that fixed. Typically, if you have a bad hatch and they're not very healthy, or they're struggling, it's usually because of late hatch, which also could turn into a couple issues. So you can feel free to text me. We can talk about it this week, because we definitely want to get you at that 50% mark at least, but we definitely need to find out what the problem is. Freezer says, hello everyone from Lexington, Massachusetts is in the house. Welcome. First one representing there. Digga Kit says hello from High Hopes Farm in Denmark, Maine. Welcome. Welcome. First one from Maine in the house tonight. William Anthony says hello from Wisconsin. Welcome. Zach Fay says from Minnesota. Welcome. We've got 2 Minnesotians. Maybe? I don't know. Hello from Piney Fork, Ohio. Welcome. And Ohio is now tied with Texas representing tonight. Very cool. Reuven Etzians from Southeast Idaho is in the house. Welcome. Our first Idahoan. I don't know. I just do that. I don't know why. Freezer says congrats to the winner, which is Tiffany Chin, which we talked about earlier at the beginning of the video, the 18 and under contest that goes every month. Does the contest end at December? I haven't clarified that with Wynola yet. Remember, I've got a big surprise for you when we hit 100 likes. But I've not clarified that, but it looks like we are going to continue going. I'll know more in the next couple of weeks, but I would assume it's going to keep going. There's at least going to be a contest. I don't know if Wynola will be involved, but there's been no indication that I think that they're not going to do it. Alan Malone says, Liverpool, UK checking in. Welcome. We've got Australia, the UK, and the Caribbean in the house tonight. Junie says 33 likes so far. I'm a little behind because it looks like we're at 90, which means I missed the next one. When we hit 100, I'll go over the next one as well. But feeders. So our biggest struggle, which is our topic, the top 5 ways to sell. Our biggest struggle when we started, and for a while, was getting rid of excess males. There's a lot of different ways you can do that, but feeders are definitely the easiest, fastest way rather than butchering and trying to sell the quail meat. Butchering freezing takes a whole lot less time, a lot less trouble, a lot less equipment, and a lot easier to manage. With that being said, feeders are straight, just adult, usually adult males that you call. and then just freeze. Feathers on, everything inside. All you did was just kill it. And feeders are great for snakes. They're great for other reptiles, tigers, lions, bears, all kinds of stuff. Just all kinds of cats, and things like that. Alligators, all kinds. Now you might say, I don't have any of those. Well, neither do we. But we networked. We started with reptile shows in our area, and we got people interested. And then when that happened, because of our networking, we went to a wildlife reserve, contacted us, and they ordered quite a bit. And now we've got the Ohio Falconry Association, as well as another state that buy in bulk, and they buy a lot, a lot. So we've actually been out of males. Like, I haven't had to try to market them or sell them for about a year now, which was our biggest issue. So feeders are definitely a way you can sell. It's in the middle market range as far as Alan. I did forget, and I apologize. I will get with you this week. I do apologize. We are going to do a giveaway overseas with someone. We're going to team up, and I was supposed to contact them this week, and it's been a long week. So I apologize, but I will get with you this week. I just saw your message come through. But with feeders, it's about a middle of the road profitability. Fairly easy. You need some room to do it. You know, they got to grow out. So that's a disadvantage unless you've got the room in the cages. But again, you're going to want to contact falconry associations around. You don't want to just call and say, hey, I've got quail. Do you want them? You need to go to a meeting, get involved, read up on them, find out what their interests are, and get involved with the community, and then sell your product, because you need to sell yourself first. Would be, again, that's kind of a theme on all three, and we've kind of already talked about the hatching eggs and the eating eggs. When we get to 100 likes, we'll discuss the next one, which is butchered meat, which I've got a couple fun facts about that. But going back to the comments, is Brittany says hello from Michigan. That is 2 from Michigan. Welcome. Fonda Parker from Washington State. You are our first Washingtonian. I just put Tonian on everything. I don't know why. I'm not trying to offend. I don't know. Like, I'm an Ohioan. I don't know. Panama is in the house. Michael Bowman, welcome. Quite a bit of international tonight. Very cool. Ben Arnold says, hi all. Should have my jumbo pharaohs tomorrow. That's wonderful. Best of luck. Now 50. Yeah, now we're at 97. We only need 3 more for the surprise and another topic. So we're doing pretty well. I do need to move for a second and get my drink because my throat is starting to dry up. Oh, that feels good. Jessica Myers in the house from Michigan. And I think Michigan is now tied with Ohio and Texas. So that's pretty cool. We're all quail lovers all over. Not even just the states, just all over. It's really cool. Really is. Got 120 candled and 100 were good. Lockdown started today. That's great. Best of luck. And yeah, hopefully you can join us next week and let us know how it went. So best of luck. A. Jones is in the house, says, hi, Zach, checking in from northeast tip of Ohio. Ohioans are representing. They are in the lead. That is 4 Ohioans tonight. And that one I know is for sure. Very cool. Welcome. Junie says, hi, Mark. How are your quail? Not talking to me. Freezer says, hello. I had a really bad hatch rate. 12 hatched out of 48 eggs. What can be the problem? And I think I had hot spots, but what is the reason for that? And that's it. Well, I would need a lot more information than that. Number one, were they shipped eggs? Were they your own eggs? Yeah, give me all the details and I will be happy to try to help. But I would need, were they yours? Did you get them from someone? How long did they ship? What did they look like when they arrived, if they were shipped? What was your temperature? What was your humidity? On what day did they hatch? I would need a lot to be able to try to help with that, but I'll be happy to. I just need that information. Oh, dear God. Steven says, hello from Bait City, Missouri. Welcome. Missouri is moving on up. Welcome. Carrie Poe says, hi from Sharpsburg, Kentucky. You are our first Kentuckian. I think that's right, actually. I think. But welcome. We did just hit, not talking to me, we did just hit over 100. So, number one, I've got a surprise for you. I don't know if he'll be on next week. I'm going to try to get one of the owners of Wynola Ranch to come in and answer questions for you about their cages, which I think is pretty cool. It will come. I just don't know if it'll be next week. But we are going to be doing a fun little auction on our YouTube live next week for a Wynola Ranch cage. With that being said, the auction is going to start at 99 cents. So you could get a free Wynola Ranch cage with free shipping in the US. I mean, you could win for 99 cents if no one else auctions. So at the very beginning, I'll give out the rules and how we're going to do it. I'll talk to Verna this week and see if she can mediate that, or if maybe we need to add someone else on for next week because it might get crazy. I don't know. But it looks like if that goes well, they're willing to do one every week, which is pretty cool. So that's really big news. That's coming. Also, we already hit 100, so let's talk about the next topic. Top 5 things or top 5 ways to sell butchered meat. It is my least favorite. We no longer do it. We no longer do it because I am blessed enough because of my customer base, because of you guys, that I don't have to. I sell plenty of eating eggs, I sell plenty of hatching eggs, and I sell a lot of feeders. Now, we very rarely butcher anymore. If we butcher, it is for us. And before, when I was trying to get all these males sold, we were butchering once a month and we were butchering 300 at a time. It was awful. And then I'd have to get on there and try to sell as much as possible. It was just, it's part of the process. But I really, for me, it's a part that you really want to try to get away from. Now, with that being said, how do you do it? Well, in Ohio, we can't technically sell to restaurants unless you're USDA, and in the state of Ohio, getting USDA is absolutely absurd. It's just ridiculous. So we didn't go that route. So what we did was we posted in a lot of Facebook groups, homesteading groups, self-sufficiency groups, local groups, local buy and sell groups on Facebook, the benefits of quail, and that we were a local farm or a local homestead or a local property that we would be happy to tour. We'll show you the pond, and we'll show you the business, and we'll show you, our quail, and we'll show you any other animals we have. So it was kind of like a get to know your area and get to know a little bit more about self-sufficiency. We did butchering classes where you could sign up for, and that was pretty successful. And all of that was fine, and that was part of the process, and I don't regret it at all. It's what we had to do, but now that we don't have to do that anymore, it's a huge burden lifted, because that's a lot of time, that's a lot of energy, and I can't imagine having the time to do that anymore. But that's how we did it. So again, theme of the night, you're selling yourself, you're selling your business, you're selling your name, you're selling the benefits of why they should do it. I've got a dog that just barged in. Freezer says, question, so big names like yours, Myshire Farm, are usually where people buy from. Can you share from what you started what you started and how you started promoting your business. What you started. I don't really know what you mean. I'm sorry. Can you share from maybe what you started? I can. Here's a short way. We originally got Quail because we thought that that would make us a little bit more self-sufficient, which it did. Then we thought, I think we can sell these and make our money back and have them pay for themselves, which is really cool. Then we decided, you know what? I think we can sell a little bit more. And then it just escalated from there. So we started slow, and slow and steady wins the race. But I didn't post any sales or I have eggs or anything like that. The first thing I did was I created a group called the Newbie Quail Lovers group on Facebook that has over 14,000 members, which is just a huge accomplishment. I absolutely love that. For such a small community, 14,000 members is phenomenal. Didn't start that way. We tried to have a lot of fun. We got a lot of feedback from them. It was, we learn, you learn, everybody learns kind of thing. And we became a voice in the community, and then we started selling. Now, yes, that was my strategy, but it was sincere. My dog left the door open. She's kind of rude, so I'm going to get up for just a second and close that door so my kids don't have to be all quiet. So give me just a second. I'll be right back. Hopefully you can still hear me and I'll keep talking. But, so yeah, again, that's pretty much the theme. We started with Jumbo Wilds local to us. I think we started with 10, 20 hens, and then we bought the SSCs, and then we talked to some breeders and came up with a breeding program, made cages, and Bob's your uncle. Here we are. So that's how that started. Oh dear God. That's how that started. I'm actually going to move this down because I really don't feel comfortable. But I will move it down once we hit 125 likes, because I think that's the last. Yep, dog training is the last one. I do have a bonus if we can get that high, but we'll talk about dog training, which I think will be interesting and a lot of people aren't aware of. But we'll need 125 likes to do so. And it looks like we're at 109 right now. Carrie says hello from Southwest Missouri. Welcome. Oh, I'll write it down. I'm sorry. And Missouri is coming up. Ohio's still in the lead, everybody. Let's see. But Carrie, welcome. Keith Arnold says hello from Shepherdsville, Kentucky. Welcome. Representing. Not talking to me, not talking to me. Mark, nope, not talking to me, not talking. Oh, here we go. Jesse Brown says, hi, Zach. I've incubated 3 sets of my own eggs, and as many as 30% have fully developed chicks that fail to hatch. I have double and triple checked my temp humidity, so I don't know what's wrong. Ideas? I would assume it's a humidity thing. Jesse, if I've not bored you and you're still on Jesse Brown, let me know what are you reading at? Now, I have no doubt that it's reading correctly because you've double and triple checked, but what's your temperature and what's your humidity at? And let's start with that. Also, if you're still on, what's your fertility rate? So that would be helpful as well. But I'd like to help you. I just need a little bit more information. Patty S. from upstate New York is in the house. Welcome. First one representing from New York. Steven says, I saw you had things this week where you wanted to ship to every state. Did you succeed? I'm still missing a couple of states. The coupon code is still available. I'm missing Wyoming, Nebraska, Rhode Island, and New Hampshire, and Delaware. Wyoming, Nebraska, Delaware, New Hampshire, and Rhode Island. We're shipping everywhere else, including Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands right now, plus Australia. We're shipping supplies to Australia. So we're getting there. Hopefully we'll get it by the end of the night. That would be pretty cool. Unfortunately, none of those states have been marked off today, but we'll see. Carrie says, hello from Tennessee. Welcome. 100 in lockdown today, 25 each of the Graufies, Jumbos, Pearls, and German Pastels. That's great. Best of luck, and hopefully you'll be able to join us next week and let us know how it went. We're at 115 likes. If we can get to 125, I'm going to go over the last topic. We'll bring you a balut, and then I will tell everybody the secret that's coming out on Tuesday, if we can get that high. So hit that like button. Support the channel. I would appreciate it. Teresa says hi from Alabama. First Roll Tide in the house. Florida's in the house. GMR Bowden. I hope I said that correctly. Florida's representing. Welcome. Nicole from Kingston, New York. Oh, New York is coming up strong. White Coop Homestead. Hello from Iowa. Welcome. You're our first Iowan. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know. But welcome. William says hi from Jackson, Wyoming. Wyoming is in the house. Welcome. Carrie Cowherd says, my sparklies went in on Halloween. That's great. Best of luck. And hopefully you'll let us know in the next couple of weeks how you did. John says, excited to receive my first shipment of hatching eggs. Woodside Farm, Pennsylvania. You are our first Pennsylvania tonight. Pennsylvanian? I don't know. If you want to correct me, I would be interested in to learn what you're called. But welcome. Ruben from California. Welcome. You're our first Californian. I think that's correct too. Let's see. Medieval Scholar 1307. I think that's correct. Maryland's in the house. Welcome. First Maryland. Marylandonian? I'm going to stop. I'm just going to stop. Brian French is in the house. Hello again from Lisbon, Ohio. Ohioans are representing tonight. Got all the eggs and are in the incubator. That is great. Best of luck. Jack Penn from New Mexico. You're our first New Mexiconian. I don't know. I really should stop that. I really should. But welcome. I'm glad you're here. We need 4 more likes. We'll go over the last topic. And then if we can get to 150 likes, I'm going to go over a bonus one that is not up there and let you know the big surprise that's coming out on Tuesday. So stay tuned for that. Mark Bryan is in the house. Says hi. Oh, nope. Missed one. Percy Guevara. Guevara? I don't know. I'm sorry. I hope that's right. Percy says, hi, Zach. Hello from Southern California. Welcome. What color light bulb should I use to stimulate egg laying and for how many hours? It doesn't matter that much. Ideally, full spectrum is ideal, but daylight is pretty much what we use the majority of, and that works just fine. The color of the light bulb is not that big of a deal. You mainly just want 16 to 18 hours of light a day, and that will stimulate them to lay year round. Mark Bryant's in the house. Says, hi, Zach. This Friday, my 120 Myshire eggs go into lockdown. That is wonderful. Hopefully you'll be able to give us a pretty good hatch rate so far by next Sunday, so hopefully you'll be able to join us. Mason's Homestead says hello. Hello. Eddie Gregory says, hi, Zach. Eddie Gregory from Southwest Arkansas. You're our first one from Arkansas tonight. See, I didn't do it this time. Look at me, growing. Connie says, greetings from North Alabama. Larry at Scoots Organic. Very cool. I love the name. Let's see, Arkansas. Pretty sure we got that on here. I just need to mark it. but I don't. You're our first one. Oh, nope, it was last. Okay, got it now. Ohio's still in the lead. Let's see. Lasagna Luther. Sonia from Omaha, Nebraska. Welcome. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Sonia, if you're still on, if you'd like to go to our website and purchase something and use NE in the coupon code, you get 15% off of your order. And we're going to try to make history. So you don't have to, but if you would like to, I need Nebraska. Or if you know someone that is interested in quail, you could let them know, and I'm leaving the coupon code on tonight. But there you go. There's Nebraska. There's a chance. Erie Quail Farm says hi there. Welcome. New Caros from Massachusetts. Welcome. There you are. Welcome. Massachusetts is representing. Phyllis Wells says hello, everyone, from Follett, Texas. I'm hoping I said that correctly, but welcome. Texas is coming on. Ohio's still in the lead. Richard Burnett says hello from West Virginia. Love the info. Thank you very much. I'm trying to make it entertaining as well. We just need one more like to go over it, so hit that like button. Santiago Lopez says hi, Zach from Minnesota. Welcome. Very cool. Welcome. Lasagna says, Sonia will try to hit up Nebraska. There you go. I'd appreciate it. Mark Bryant says, hi, Freezer. Oh, about winning. Mark Bryant was also a winner of one of our contests as well. Rhoda Lynn from California, welcome. California is representing tonight. Noam Ulrich, I hope I said that correctly. New boy, but you are great. I hope you learned something and have a little bit of fun as you do it. But welcome, I'm glad you're here. David says hi from Kentucky. They're gaining on us. Welcome. Midwest Kristen says hello from Wisconsin. Welcome. Can't wait to get my history eggs. There you go. They'll be going out today, or Monday and Tuesday, probably Wednesday and Saturday too, because we had quite a bit of orders this week. But I will get them out as fast as possible for you. They'll be laid the same day. Sunshine Country Chicken says, hey y'all, welcome. Midwest Kristen says, will they be marked so I know which ones are which? I ordered Pharaoh and Rare Variety. Yes, they will. One will have a J for Jumbo, and the other one will have either an R or Rare. Usually I do Rare. Usually I write out the whole thing. Keeps me in check. Sunshine Country Chicken says, I'm in Santa Fe, Texas. 80 chickens. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Glad you're here. And Ohioans are... we're tied up with Texas. Texas is representing tonight. Got 5 Texans in the house. Freezer says, by the way, I ordered 12 live quail from Myshire Farm. All came live and happy is guaranteed. Just the colors were a bit not really what was supposed to be, but I'm still happy that they do carry the gene. There you go. I believe that you might have requested like pearls and snowies, and those are pretty hard to come by. But I think you got a pretty nice variety, I do believe. Adirondack-tippy. I hope I said that correct. I'm sure I didn't. What is the average egg weight on non-jumbo and jumbos? Well, anything is considered a jumbo that is 10 ounces or above at 10 weeks old. Our jumbo wilds average 14 ounces at 10 weeks old. A little bit younger, but I'm going to stick with 10 weeks so it doesn't confuse people. So they average 14 ounces. Non-jumbos, the research that I've seen and other breeders that I've spoken with said that an average standard quail averages about 6.5 to 7.5 ounces. I don't agree with that. That's not what I see here. Now, somewhere else it might be that way, but I don't see it that here. I would say an average standard would be between 8 and 9 ounces would be a standard quail. But our jumbos start at 10 ounces and move up. So our jumbo whites average about 12 ounces. Our jumbo white wings average, I think, 12 and a half, maybe. I can't remember. And our jumbo wilds for sure, 14 ounces. So it all depends. Steven says, I do make a profit on selling eating eggs, only an August profit of $229.50. There you go. September 1, I made a profit of $209.25. Have not completed October books yet. Well, that's great. Congratulations. Absolutely. Steven Wareheim, I hope I said that correctly. If you're still on and I did not bore you, I'd love to know how much you're selling them for. You know, how much are you selling each one? Around here, we don't have a very good market, so we have to sell them fairly cheap. Midwest Kirsten says, I just named my farm Whiskey Tango Farms, LOL. WTF. I like it. I like it. Whiskey Tango Farms. I like the name. Very good name. Last week's discussion wasn't about this, but we did talk about names and what's in a name. So I guess it was in the topics. Picking out a name for your farm. And that's a great name. That's a great name. Whiskey Tango Farms. WTF. I like it. Sorry. We did get to 130 likes, so I'm going to take the board down once we go over it real quick. And then I do have a bonus for you once we hit 150, right? 125. Yeah, once we hit 150, if we can hit 150 likes, I've got a huge surprise for you, plus a bonus on one of the topics. So, top 5 ways to sell. We're going to talk about dog training. We've already talked about the others. But I'm going to put that down so that I can sit back in my normal way and make me feel comfortable. Oh, yeah. Okay, so dog training. This is the season for dog training, which is why I put this on the list. So number 1, dog training and dog hunting is 2 completely different things. Now, I wouldn't recommend Coturnix quail for dog hunting, because they don't fly. Mainly, they don't fly. They're just glorified jumpers. But dog training is perfect, and you got to sell that to the dog hunters or the dog trainers, because they don't fly. They're glorified jumpers. So it's a great way to keep them on pace. You're not losing your product. It's a great way to train them. We've had huge success. So we do a lot with dog training and getting, again, the whole purpose of a lot of stuff we did was, you know, we're selling the eggs, but we've got all these extra males. How do we do that? So that was mainly our focus. And again, the best way to do that is, like I've said with everything else, network. Find out what community is around you for dog training. Or dog hunting, or what's it called? Contests for dogs. You know, the dog thing they do every year, the annual dog thing. Anyways, they have them local in every state. So get involved with that. Ask them, you know, do you train your dogs for this, or do you do this, or do you raw diet? Raw diet's a big one. All the hunters out there, you know, where do you hunt? Talk to the people that their land that they hunt on. Find out if they would like to maybe have them where you can, you know, they could pick them up when they go hunt. Things like that. Networking was the entire key to this entire thing. You've got to get your name out before you make money. I see way too many people just get quail and sell. Get quail and sell. You're not building a base customer. You're not building rapport with people. Now, you might have the best customer service, and that's great, but you're not building your brand. And building your brand is the most important aspect of doing all of this. Dog trials. Yes, thank you very much, Carrie. So that's that. We do have one more, which is completely different on the other 5 ways, but I did not put it on there because I'm only doing the top 5. So I do have a bonus one that I think a lot of you would be interested in. So if we can get to 150 likes, I will go over the bonus and give you a sneak preview, well, I'll just tell you the secret of what's coming out on Tuesday. Be prepared. It's a little controversial, but I'm willing to take the heat on that. So, here we go. Whiskey Tango Farms, WTF. I love it. Absolutely. Steven says, but it is real hard to advertise on Facebook because they have stopped letting me sell eggs on Marketplace. It does help that I have one customer who buys 12 dozen a week. I currently sell at $3 per dozen. 12. Yeah, so you're selling them much more than what I can sell them for, so that's not too bad at all. Again, you could sell them more for hatching eggs, but it sounds like you've got a great thing going. It is profitable. So if I made that sound like it's not profitable, that's not accurate. We do it and we make a profit. You can make a profit on all of them. You can make a profit on feeders and butchered meat, dog training, eating eggs, hatching eggs. You can make a profit on live quail. You can make a profit on chicks. You can make a profit on all of that. Some are much higher than the others, but some are a lot more work than the others, a lot more time than the others. So it just depends. But yeah, that's great. Congratulations. Absolutely. YRB's in the house from San Bernardino, California. Welcome. They're on a roll. They're only one behind Ohio and Texas. Midwest Chris, not talking to me. Jacqueline Clark, I live in Canada. Welcome. Canadian. And that's correct too. I know that. And looking at getting into quail next summer. Can hatching eggs be shipped from the U.S. to Canada? They can sometimes. Right now, not really. Not legally at all, because of the border and because of the permits and because of the corona thing and all that stuff. But they are starting to open up. We got approval last week for Puerto Rico. We got approval this week for the Virgin Islands. And hopefully every week they just open another place up. So we'll see how it goes. Ricky Kerbo, Rick in the house from Central Florida. Welcome. Florida's making a comeback, everybody. There we are. Welcome. Hello, Kathy says hello from Canada. Welcome. 2 Canadians. I learn a lot from the show. Thank you. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you can, everybody hit that like button for me. I'd really appreciate it. I feel like that supports our channel. Also, when we get to 150, I've got a bonus for our topic tonight, which is the top 5 ways to sell, which I think you will be very interested in. Also, I've got a big surprise coming out on Tuesday, and you can hear it first. So hit that like button. Mad Farm says, good evening. Is it too late to order 100 Jumbo Wilds and redeem the 15% and include Florida again? Well, welcome Florida. I will mark you on our list. Florida is just tied with California, just one behind Ohio and Texas, as representing the most tonight. Jumbo Wilds are sold out. I did oversell a little bit to keep them on the website, but they are, yeah, I can't sell anymore right now. I got to get caught up. But I'm working on it. I do have some things in the works, so stay tuned on that. There's other things on the website that you could get the 15% off, because it's going to be at least 2 to 3 weeks before I put them back on the website, which means you can have another hatch before I could even ship them out. So, I'm sorry. Midwest Kristen says, dumb questions. Oh, I'm sorry. Or maybe, oh, no, you're going to ask a dumb question. There's no such, that's a lie. There is such a thing as dumb questions, but I don't think I've had any so far. Like ever, I haven't had any dumb questions tonight. I'm sure I've had, oh yeah, I can think of a couple. Val's Homestead's in the house from the UK. That's 2 people from the UK representing tonight. Welcome. Erie Quail Farm says, hello, do you need any state license to sell eating eggs in your state? No, we just need our small egg producer's license, which is a joke. It literally is getting on the website, filling out a paperwork, and sending $20 a year to the license bureau place, and they send us a little certificate that says that we're able to sell up to, I think we can sell up to 100 1,000 eggs a year eating, I think. It's a joke, but yeah, that's all we needed. Midwest Kristen says, dumb question. Is it the males that make that sound, or do they all make that sound? It is the males. The hens will typically make like a kind of like a cricket sound if they make any sounds at all. Good question. No one's asked that. Not talking to me. Not talking to me. Not talking to me. Not talking to me. Brad Felsky. I hope I said that correctly. But Brad's in the house. Brad from Summit Farms, Tennessee. Welcome. Jacqueline Clark says hello from British Columbia, Canada. Canada is coming on strong, everybody. Welcome. Freezer says, does anyone here keep quail in Boston, Massachusetts? I don't know. John B says hello from Oregon. Welcome. Nope, I'm not going to do it. But welcome. My 110 jumbo wilds are hatching as we speak. That's awesome. Congratulations. Best of luck. Damien5209 says Damien from California. Guys, we have a three-way lead. We've got Ohio, Texas, and California all representing tonight. Christopher Dean says hello from Cookeville, Tennessee, but Tennessee is right behind. Welcome. It's kind of fun. I don't know if I'll do it next week, but it's kind of fun to do every once in a while. Johnny Button says, hello, I looked on your website. Everything I looked at is out of stock in South Carolina. You are our first South Carolinian. I don't know. South Carolinian? I don't know. I shouldn't have done it. I need to look. I did not have a chance to look today. I'm assuming, well, I know that all the jumbos are out. They will be out for a while, but as far as I know, everything else is back on. They should be anyway. All of the colors should be back on, including all the mixes, including all the feather sexable ones. The only things that should be out of stock are the jumbos and the live quail, but I will take a look at that tonight for sure, or tomorrow morning. Heather Page says hello from Washington. Welcome. I think we had a Washington. We did. I will add you to the list. Welcome. Glad you're here. R&J Lawn Care LLC says, yo from Parkersburg, West Virginia. Welcome. That is 3 West Virginians tonight, but that's 2 of you guys from Parkersburg, so that's kind of cool. Verna says, you counted me in Ohio, right? I did. Jane says hello from upstate New York is in the house. Welcome. New York is gaining ground. Erie Quail Farm is not talking to me. Christopher says, the 60 SSC eggs I won in auction should hatch any time now. We'll give you the results next Sunday. That's great. Best of luck. Lisa says, hello from Athol, Massachusetts. Welcome. Mass is growing. Welcome. Andrew Marple says, I've lost more than 2/3 of my 65 quail I hatched out 2.5 weeks ago. Do you know how to keep chicks alive longer? Yes, if you're losing 2/3, there's something wrong. I have a YouTube video on our channel, Myshire Farm, YouTube channel, Myshire Farm, and it is titled The Top 5 Reasons for Chick Fatality. I would definitely watch that. That's going to give you more information than I can think of off the top of my head. Also, I would check out the frequently asked questions, the FAQ playlist on our YouTube channel as well. The first one on that playlist should be the most frequently asked questions about the brooder process. And we go into that in depth as well. Those 2 videos should help you determine what's wrong. But I wish you the best of luck. If you've got something specific to ask, I would be happy to help. But it literally could be 5, 6, 7 different things, and it's hard to say without any more information. But I would definitely check those 2 videos out for sure, because they're probably still going to be able to give you more information than what I could think of off the top of my head. Very good question, and we really need to find out the reason for that. Um, you guys are having a conversation without me, so give me just a second. Okay, Johnny Button says, why are you out of eggs on your website? We've had a pretty busy week. I tell you what, let's see where we're at. Oh dear God. I've got quite a bit of comments that I have not gotten to yet. And I lost my place. Hold on just a second. Well, I've had that question quite a bit of time, so stay with me. I'm actually going to exit out of here and go to the website real quick, and let's just look, okay? So, stay with me. And Johnny, let's take a look. So annoying. There we go. All right. It's loading. Products. All products. I hate computers. All right. Jumbo White Wings is out of stock. They are actually not out of stock, but I need to put them in. I guess I could put them in next week. All right. Well, I'm adding Jumbo White Wings on the website right now. Not that many because I really got to put a generation in for me, but... Oh, don't cancel. Don't trash it. Don't trash it. Whew. Almost did something bad. All right, so I put about a half a week on. So Jumbo White Wings are back on the website. The rare variety mix is on the website. Feather Sexpo mix is on the website. No live quail right now at all, except for males. Foamers are on. Egg cartons are on. Growls are on. Cartons are on. No teens. Autumn Ambers are on. Fab Fee are on. Sparkly are on. Snowies are on. Pearls are on. Rosettas, Scarlets, Tibetans, all on. Page 2. Sex Links are on. Tuxedos are on. Tibetan. It's weird. Thought I said Tibetan already. Scarlets are on. Jumbo Egyptians. Oh, Jumbo Egyptians are on. Okay. Jumbo Whites. Oh, I shouldn't. All right. Oh, gosh darn it. I'm not. No, I don't want to do that. I'm adding a few, not a lot. I'm adding a few orders of Jumbo Whites on the website. Maybe. If this works. Update. Yep. So I just added Jumbo White Wings and Jumbo Whites. So far, the only thing that's not on is live quail. Golds are on. Rosettas are on. Pansies are on. GPC and SSC are on. The variety choice is on. Jumbo Wilds, I just can't. I can't add any more right now. That's weird. I don't think that should be on, but I'll leave it. And egg scissors. So, just to be clear, the Jumbo Wilds are out of stock, and I've already oversold. I can't sell anymore right now. I just can't. I don't want you guys waiting 4 weeks, especially because we don't know. Yeah, it's just not worth it. Didn't I say that I just added Jumbo White Wings on? Let's do it again. Didn't take. Glad I looked. There we go. So Jumbo White Wings are on. Sorry, I know this is super boring and I'm slow, so I apologize. Okay. The only thing that is off the website, out of stock, is the Jumbo Wilds, which I just cannot put on. I just can't do it. And the live quail. Everything else is back on right now, and you can still use the code. The website is, I don't know if you can see that. It's Myshire Farm. Oh, you know what? Here, just look at my shirt. MyshireFarm.com. Use your state abbreviation and you will get 15% off. Probably shouldn't have added those back on, but whatever. We'll deal with it. All right, here we go. Uriel canalis. I think that one of my quail, 7-month-old, has a fungus in her foot. I used a spray and it hasn't worked. It got worse. Now it is on her face. Is there something I can give her? I would assume that it's a bacteria. I would assume, I mean, again, I'm not seeing it, so, I'm just shooting in the dark here. But I would assume what happens is quail can get what we call bumblefoot, and that's what I would assume that you have is bumblefoot. What that means is when they're in the cage, they can scrape themselves if the cage is sharp at all or rough. That scrape obviously can get infected because, they can be a little dirty. And then, that infection grows and then swells up, just like it would for us. So there are ways that you can fix it. I don't think I've ever seen a quail actually die from it, but I've seen some that look pretty bad. So the best thing to do if you want to fix it is to actually cut a little piece and let that come out, and then bandage it up and then put them in a separate area for about a week so that they're not vulnerable, and then you should be good to go. Erie Quail Farm says, I hatched 52 of 57 last weekend. I am using a child swimming pool with a 1-inch square wire lid covered in cardboard with a hole cut for the heat lamp. I have not lost a single chick this time. Well, that's great. Congratulations. Las Corna. I can't say it, but we've got Minnesota in the house. I'm very sorry. Granja's the last word. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. But welcome. I'm glad you're here. Ben Arnold says one more from Michigan. Welcome. I will write you down. Oh, I didn't write Minnesota down either. So Minnesota is climbing up. They're one away. And Michigan is one away. We're tying everything up. Alan Malone says, got to go to bed, but just sent the WhatsApp regarding the UK. Absolutely. I will get with you this week. Thanks for reminding me. I apologize. Completely forgot. Frank says, I tried messing with Facebook Marketplace and they kicked the ad every time. Any suggestions? I don't use Facebook Marketplace. I never have. I just post in the actual quail groups themselves. As far as I understand, unless you have a business page, they're not going to let you market. We created a business page before we ever marketed quail, which is probably why we got away with it. But you have to have a business page. There's 3 rules that I remember seeing. One was you have to have a business page on Facebook. Number 2 is you had to have a website. And I think number 3 was it actually had to be a business, like an LLC, but that might not be true. That might be for something else, because that one's kind of foggy. I do know that you have to have a business page, and I do know that you have to have a website. I don't know. I know it says it on there that you need a website, but I don't know if that even matters. But yeah, we've always used the business page before we ever marketed. And so, That we've never had issues with that, but I've never posted on Facebook Marketplace. I always post in the groups themselves, like Newbie Quail Lovers or Katernik's Corner Facebook group or Backyard Quail or stuff like that. Betty Rose says it's safe, and when you're done with the brooder, you flip the switch and it becomes a safe heater. Not talking to me, obviously. Oh, that's your guys' conversation. Gary Gray's in the house. Hello from Central Arkansas. Welcome. I will mark you down. Arkansas is starting to step it up. Just came in from taking care of my birds for the night. Well, that's great. Welcome. Frank says hello, everyone, from New York. New York is representing tonight. Morella Turklin. I hope I said that right. Hello from Reading, Pennsylvania. Love your channel. Thank you very much. PA is in the house. Welcome. Erie Quail Farm is not talking to me. Not talking to me. Betty Rose from Missouri is in the house. Welcome. I know you're on here. I know it. But oh, there you are. Very top. Missouri's getting close to taking the lead. Welcome. No Lopez. Hello, Zach and everyone here watching from Palmview, Texas. And Texans have taken the lead. Welcome. They are representing tonight. Teresa Kirksey. Hope I said that correctly. Hello from Trustville, Alabama. Welcome. I know you're on here as well. There we go. We need 4 more likes to go over the secret that's coming out on Tuesday, a sneak peek, if you will, and also a bonus on how to sell. Mike's Game Domain. I like it. I like the name. Hey, I ordered the variety pack and it just shipped days after. Just wanted to say thanks for the hard work. I left a suggestion about Jumbo Variety Pack, then saw you announce it after. Oh, there you go. It will be coming in January, a Jumbo Mix, a Jumbo Variety Pack, but I am having trouble keeping it in stock now, so I don't want to do it yet. But for the rest of the year, I just hatched out, well, I'm weighing about 1,000 jumbos that I'll be putting into the breeding program this week and this coming up week. And then on Thursday and Friday, we just hatched out 1,400 jumbos. And we should be done with those. That gives me, I mean, I'll be full space unless I start getting rid of colors. And I'm not getting rid of colors. So that gives me, 4 full cages of jumbo wilds. So that's that gives me 1,200 hens. So that'll give me 1,100 eggs a day. 1,100 jumbo wild eggs a day. That's all I'm doing. That's all I can do. I can't do any more. So I'll be ready for them. The rest of the year is dedicated to jumbo white wings, jumbo whites, and jumbo Egyptians. I'm going to clean them up a little bit, make them breed a little bit more true. Get their weight up a little bit and increase production all at the same time. I've been working it for a while now. So once we are sold out of the white wings and the whites and the Egyptians, which are all on the website now, which you can get 15% off, once they come off, I probably will not be putting them on the rest of the year. Most likely. But who knows? I might run out of room. Rod Jones says received 50 eggs. Gold and hatched 45. That's phenomenal. Congratulations. 45 out of 50 gold. Wonderful. Oh, 11 out of 25. I can't remember what he said he had ordered, but I did already see that he texted. Connie Blassengame. Zach, you can't make everyone happy all the time, but you do go the extra mile, and your customers appreciate it. Thank you very much, Larry. I believe your eggs went out Saturday. If I owed you eggs, they went out Saturday. Pretty sure. Betty Rose says, where I live, it's cold. We have been using a heater. I think you guys are still talking in your own thing, which is fine. Steve says, cool on the auction. I was getting ready to order a cage from them. Well, there you go. Yeah, next week I'm really hoping that they will be on. And either way, we'll still do a raffle. So that'll be a lot of fun. We're going to be raffling off a Wynola Ranch cage next week on our YouTube channel. So watch for more details to come with that. So that's pretty cool. But hopefully he'll be on with us next week, and he'll be able to answer any questions you might have for that. Val's Homestead says, can we enter if we pay shipping? Can we enter if we pay shipping? That's a good question. I will write that down. I will talk to them. I know, I've never tried. I know that on their website it says to the bottom 48 states. So I know that they don't ship to Hawaii or Alaska, and they don't ship internationally, but I don't know why. I don't know if it's because it's too expensive or what the case may be. So I can't ask him that this week. International shipping. So I will be able to let you know next week. Hopefully he'll be on and he can answer that for you. We need one more like to hit 150, and then I will go over the surprise that's coming out on Tuesday and the bonus for our topic this week. Mike's Game Domain. I hate the butchering part too. My family really likes the meat, so it began to be rewarding in that sense. If it were just me, I probably wouldn't bother. Yeah, I don't mind butchering if it's for us. I hated butchering 200-300 at a time and not really having clients for it. It's just, I didn't want to keep feeding the males. So that was really annoying, but luckily we don't have to do that anymore. But yeah, we still like to butcher for us. And yeah, it is rewarding. It's just, we don't want to do that many of them, you know. Retail Homestead is in the house from Texas. Texas is in the lead. You guys are representing tonight. Texans are representing than anyone else. Don Cook says hi from Eagletown, Oklahoma. You're our first Oklahoman. Oklahoma. I don't know. But welcome. Glad you're here. I have some tuxes. If I breed those back to solid color, how many generations should it take to breed out the white? 2, maybe 3, maybe. Sorry, I'm trying to read through all the comments. Mad Farm says Jumbo Wilds out of stock. They are. I did put Jumbo White Wings and Jumbo Whites back on. You can still use the coupon code for those, but Jumbo Whites will be out until I get caught up. I'm about 2.5 to 3 weeks behind because I let it go further than what I should have. Randy Thompson is in the house. Says Randy from Alabama. Welcome. Glad you are here. Alabama is going for it. Okay, Jacqueline Clark says, for large lots in the city, 1/4 acre, what's a reasonable amount of quail? I want enough for eggs, but don't want to bother the neighbors with noise. I'm thinking 6 to 10 hens. It really depends on your situation, what you're wanting to do with them. Again, if you're just trying to feed, you or you and, your family, you wouldn't need very many. If you want them to pay for themselves, you probably want a little bit more than that. But I would recommend going to our YouTube channel, Myshire Farm, looking up our video that we did on quail math. It's a 2-part series, and that will give you the numbers to at least figure out what you need for that. I would recommend doing that because that's going to give you better information than what I can tell you right now. Before we go any further, oh, nope. Hold on. Mike's Game Domain is in Texas. That's number 8. 8 Texans in the house. They are running away with this, everybody. But Amy Lynn is in the house with Ohio. So Ohio's right on their heels. Welcome. Evan from Virginia is in the house. I think that's... Oh, nope. Welcome, representing. I'm getting in quail. Me and my friend really do like. They are paying for them for their feed so far. That's great. That's a great first step. Becoming more self-sufficient, having them pay for themselves, and then you just keep trucking. You keep trucking so that you're on your way. Congratulations. Marie says 90 eggs went into the incubator, 10 didn't hatch. 23 died in the past days, 57 in the brooder right now. That's not bad. Well, great hatch rate. So congratulations, Marie. Really concerned about 23 dying. That is a lot. Like, a lot. Like, if 9 died, that would have been the max before it was like, oh no. But you almost 3 times that. So I'm really concerned. I'd like some more information if you're still on, and try to help you with that. But great hatch rate. Great hatch rate. I mean, even with the 57 left, that's still a great hatch rate. But I'd like to be able to help you a little bit more if you want to give me some more information. Before we go any further, we are going to go into our secret and our topics. So if you've missed it and just joined, our topics, oh dear God, was the top 5 ways to sell. We went into hatching eggs, eating eggs, feeders, butchered meat, dog training. I'm going to mention another one I do not have a ton of experience on. I did talk to a couple people today and yesterday about it to get a little bit more information on, but balutes. If you don't know what balutes are half incubated quail eggs that you take out of the incubator on day 11, 12, 13, and then you sell them for eating. So it is a very popular custom in Vietnam, in Asia overall. It's a delicacy, balut quail eggs. So a lot of people make a lot of money off of that. I don't have a ton of information for you. I don't know if it's profitable. I don't know how much you would sell them for. I don't know how you would really get into that except for Asian markets, international markets, as far as like, an international grocery store. I know we've got a couple of those around here. But I would give you the same tip that I gave you on all of them. Sell yourself, sell the benefits, sell why, if that's something that you want to look into. So that was the bonus for tonight. And the surprise is now, okay, here's the deal. I'm just going to tell you. So, we've got the sale on our website right now. 15% off if you put in the abbreviation of your state. You can buy something on the website and get 15% off. I'm going to let that go. It looks like maybe possibly we'll get one more state. We only need 4. We might get one more state tonight or tomorrow. On Tuesday, it is, that's right, it's November 3rd. What happens on Tuesday, November 3rd? It's election day, right? Well, I'm very political. I'm very opinionated. I know where I stand on things. I do a lot of research to decide what I want to stand on. I've got my opinions. Now, with that being said, I don't really care on what other people want to do. But I do want to encourage everyone to vote. Whether you would agree with how I'm voting or whether you would go a different way, that's not the point. The point is we need to have our voice heard or do our part to do that. And I strongly recommend educating ourselves before we just take a stand. But with that being said, I am going to come out with a new coupon code on Tuesday It will be for 10%, not 15, but that will go on for the rest of the week. And it's just because everyone has a voice, and I want to contribute to that. So that's what's going to be going on Tuesday. So stay tuned for that. That's the big surprise. Plus, on Sunday next week, we're doing a auction on our YouTube live video for a Wynola Ranch cage, and I'm hoping to have him on. I don't know if it'll happen this week, but we will be getting together in the future. So I'm very excited about that. And then next Tuesday, I'll be on with Katernik's Corner on their YouTube channel. So busy weeks to come. Busy weeks to come. Sarah says, I was watching old live streams, and in one you mentioned that breeding jumbo whites, jumbo wilds was a bad idea. Why is this? From Michigan? You can if you want. I don't really know the context of what I was talking about. When you breed whites to a solid color, then you're going to start getting tuxedos. You're going to start losing weight because you're mixing genes. So I don't do it. Oops. Sorry. I don't do it. If you would like to, you can. It's your choice. But no, as far as if I'm breeding for weight, then I'm not mixing colors. And if I am mixing colors, I'm mixing something very similar to it, so that it can stay together. So that would be, I guess, my reason. But I don't know the context that we were talking about. I'm sorry. But Michigan's in the house, so I'll mark that. Michigan, I think you're getting up there as well. Yeah, you're representing tonight very well. Stephen Huber's in the house. Welcome from Indiana, representing. Renee Campbell says, hello from Alabama. I was going to order using coupon code, but we had a hurricane and have been out of power since Wednesday. I am so sorry to hear that. You can use the coupon code and just put wait to ship, and then you can contact me and let me know when you're ready. If you want to use the coupon code, remember on Tuesday I'll be bringing out a new coupon code. That one will be for 10% off, so hopefully you'll be able to take advantage of one of them. But best of luck, and I hope you stay safe. Absolutely. Donna says hello from Illinois, but I'm a Texan. How do we do that? Well, we don't have Illinois, so I'm going to put Illinois on here. But if you would like to be represented as a Texan, then just let me know and I'll change it. Not talking to me, not talking to me. Not talking to me, not talking to me. Okay, Val's Homestead says, hi, Zach, you need more mods. It's going too fast for you. It is going super fast. Jesse Brown says, follow up on him. Okay, great. Fertility rate, approximately 90%. Okay, so it looks like your temperature is right where it should be. Humidity reads 40 to 50 first 14 days, 65 to 70 at lockdown. Temp reads 99 to 100 on both my regular and outside thermometer. I'm in Idaho, if that helps. Very, very, very interesting. Well, I would definitely like to get to the bottom of this. Renee, or Jesse Brown. Okay, so my next question would be, on what days do they hatch? So, you know, they're in the incubator, they're turning, or are you turning? I guess I shouldn't assume anything. Are you having them turn? When do you put them into lockdown? And on what day do they hatch? So if you're turning them, you know, you put them in on either day 14 or 15. Are they hatching the next day? Are they hatching 2 days from then? Or are they, you know, and how long are they hatching? So if your hatch goes out, if your hatch starts on day 16 and ends on day 22, there's something wrong. We got to fix the problem. It should be a 2 to 3 day hatch period. It should be a or a 3 to 4 day hatch at the most. It should be, day 16, you might start getting some breaking out. Day 17, they're drying off. Day 18, you got a massive, massive hatch. Day 19, you get some stragglers. That's how ideally it should be. So if you can answer me that, you can feel free to text me as well if you don't want to stay on. It is 937 760 7282. And you can feel free to text me on that as well. I don't know what that's going on with. Renee Murray. Hi, Renee from Texas. Welcome. Man, Texans they're showing all the other states up. Texas is in the house. Elbeck. Hi, Zach from Virginia. Welcome. I will mark that down. Virginia representing. Wolfshed Forge and Farm. I'm sorry. Hi from Northern Kentucky. Welcome. Welcome, and I hope that you are enjoying yourself. Erie Quail. Nope, not talking to me. Heather Page says, to be in PIP, do you have to keep your incubators, brooders in a separate room from your mature quail? No, you do not. We didn't do that until we built this new barn. Everything was in one main area. Very good question, though. Very good question. As long as they're taken care of and not treated wrong, and as long as they test fine, then they really don't care very much about the facility itself, as long as it's humane. But we did work with them quite a bit on building the new barn with their expertise and how things could be going and how things do on the massive chicken farms and what they do different and what they do better and blah blah blah. But no, they can all be in the same room. Not a big deal at all. Very good question. J Fox Hunter says hi from Tennessee. Good show. Thank you very much. Welcome. And Tennessee's they're trucking along. Mike Johnson says howdy from Mathis in South Texas. Oh man, Texans are taking over. J&G Dubai's Adventure. Hi from Arizona. I hope I said that correctly. You are our first Arizona tonight, so welcome. Glad you're here. Roy says hi, Zach from Southern California. California is on a run. Everybody watch out. Renee Murray says, I'm setting up a quail house. Can't wait to get started. We'll be ordering from you guys. Wonderful. I'm very happy. And best of luck to you. Scott Milroy says hello from Kansas, I think. Yeah, Kansas. Welcome. Our first Kansas tonight. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Not talking to me. Rod Jones says, Rod from Texas. Whew. You guys are killing it. I got to start another line. 50 gold eggs from you, 45 hatch. That is wonderful. Congratulations. Very good hatch. That is absolutely great. I got it. Yep. Wolfshed Forge and Farm. I did really well with selling eggs before Facebook shut down selling eggs on Marketplace. Yeah, we've never really used the Marketplace. We've mainly interjected into like newbie quail lovers, Guiternix Quail Breeders of America, backyard quail, things like that. But again, I can't tell you where it went. I can't remember where I found it. It is on Facebook. But they have rules on how to sell. I know that everybody says like no selling live animals on Facebook, but that's not accurate. There are, if I remember correctly, there are 3 rules that you have to do to sell animals on Facebook. I know one was a business Facebook page. The second was a website, and I can't remember the third. I don't know if they even care about the website, but I do know you definitely need a Facebook business page. But I would definitely look into that, and that might be able to help you a little bit. Rachel Soto says, Florida here. Welcome, Florida. I know you were, there we go. They are jumping up. Welcome. Order jumbo from you Friday 6th. Friday, 6th candle time. Can't wait. I will let you know how many hatched. 6th candle time. Can't wait. I will let you know how many hatched. Well, I hope you do. Best of luck. I hope you let us know how it went. Did you candle 6 times? Just curious. But best of luck. Absolutely. I wish you the best, and I hope you let us know next Sunday. Lucas Concrite, I think I said that correctly. 30 silvers and 30 scarlet tuxes. The ones I won from that one auction I bid on and nobody else did, there you go, are set to hatch this Saturday. I will, of course, come back next week with my hatch rate. Best of luck to you. Hope it goes well. 136 likes. We're up to 159, so great. Jerry Alexander's in the house. Welcome from Washington State. I know you are on here. Thank you for showing up and representing. Welcome. Alicia Danette, hello from Northern California. Whew. I don't know. California might take it over. David Cotton says, Southwest Indiana here. I'll be putting the eggs I got from you in lockdown Wednesday. That is great. Hopefully you'll be able to join us next Sunday and let us know how the hatch rate went. You should be ending it on Sunday, so best of luck to you. And I wrote you down. Thank you for representing Indiana. Jay says, hi, Zach, tuning in from Ontario, Canada. That is four Canadians in the house tonight. Welcome. Terry McCrane says hello from South Georgia. Our first Georgia tonight. Welcome. Matthew Whittle says late, but Kentucky is in the house. Welcome. I will mark you down as soon as I find, there we go. Kentucky's rising as well. Welcome. Jerry Alexander says, my quail are 3 months old, was getting 30 eggs a day now. I'm down to 4 to 5 eggs a day, feeding layer crumble and light on 24 hours. What am I doing wrong? I don't recommend doing 24-hour light. They are going to go much faster in their production standpoint, and they will stop a lot sooner. I recommend 15 to 18 hours of light a day. And are they inside or outside? With the change in weather, they will stop for a little bit. I would probably throw some electrolytes in the water. If they are outside, they will probably not be as productive during the winter, during the cold months, but they should start picking back up once they get acclimated to the weather. Even if they're inside and they're super cold now, they're still going to have to get acclimated to the weather. But the 24-hour lights is the concern that I have on that. Easiest way to explain it, and I don't, easiest way to explain it for me is they're, the reason why you want 15 to 18 hours of light is because that's what gives them the perfect production standpoint. If you give them less than that, then they're not going to produce as well. They could become egg bound. If you give them 24 hours of light all the time, then their body is just constantly going. They don't get the rest, and then they could become egg bound. They could become prolapsed. Will stress them out more, and their lifespan will decrease dramatically because of that. So I would push back the lights, give them some electrolytes, and you should be good to go. Jeff Rection says hello from Louisiana. Louisiana is representing tonight. I think you're the first Louisiana tonight. You are. Welcome. Glad you're here. To live is to suffer. I like the name. It's sad, but I like the name. Hello from Colorado. Welcome. You're our first Colorado tonight. Let's see. Alice from Southern California. California might take it by the end. Welcome. Any advice on winterizing? Actually, 2 weeks ago, yes, 2 weeks ago today, we did a live Q&A about winter is coming, and that should be able to give you some advice on that as well. But long story short, make sure the waters don't freeze. Give them time, 15 to 18 hours of light a day. Make sure that they're out of the elements, or that they can get out of the elements. Make sure they've got a good layer feed. Maybe throw some electrolytes in there. And try to collect eggs. I mean, ideally collect eggs twice a day, but at least collect eggs every day. And you should be good to go. But I would go back and watch that and see the top 5 things that I talked about as far as winter is coming. YRB says, good problem to have, selling out of stock and more on the way. Love the Quail Math Mastery. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Andrew Marple says, thanks for the help, Zach. Well, thank you for asking. Jessica says, hello from Gainesville, Texas. Whew, they're taking over. That is 12 Texans tonight. Renee Murray says, hi again from Texas. Never heard you count me. Oh, I don't think I did. I apologize. I don't remember that. 13 Texans tonight. You are counted now. Wolves Head Forge and Farm. Thumbs up, everyone. Absolutely. Support the channel, hitting that thumbs up. Lasagna Luther says, Lasagna says New England or Nebraska is in your history making now. That is wonderful. In fact, I will go back and I will change that now. I do have to go through orders that ordered today and our auctions because I'm counting those as well. So now we just need, Wyoming, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, and Delaware. And that'll be 51 places because we're adding the Virgin Islands and Australia. So that's awesome. Thank you very much. Kyle the Floridian. I'm going to say Floridian. Kyle the Floridian. Our quail keep hurting each other. What should we do about it? Well, I would need a lot more information to try to help, but I would make sure that you have a good ratio. I recommend a 5-to-1 ratio, 5 hens to every 1 male. If you're going to have a male cage, I recommend moving your males at 3 weeks old before they become mature with females. They typically get more aggressive with males after that, even if you separate them after. So separate them as soon as possible. 5-to-1 ratio, I recommend 3.5 quail per square foot. So make sure they have enough room, but not too much room. Would be my first recommendations. New Hong, I hope I said that correctly. Do you sell celadons? We do not. We have them, but we are not selling them right now because I am not very happy with them. Katie Hawk, hello from Ohio. Welcome. Another Ohioan is in the house. We are coming back, Texas. Look out. Love the live show every week. Thank you very much. Connie, sorry. I am at 10%. Give me just a second here. Oh, dear God. All right, so I'm going to start moving real fast because I guess I can. I'm going to start moving real fast. Give me just a second. But I lost my spot, so that's a bummer. There we go. Found it. All right, Connie says, I don't see how Steven can make a profit at $3 a dozen. We sell all we have at $6 a dozen. Wow, that's $3 a dozen would be a profit. If he's selling, well, he had one customer selling 12 dozen a week, or buying 12 dozen a week, and that was one customer. So I would assume, which you know what happens when you assume, but I would assume that he's getting, maybe 15 dozen, 20 dozen a week. So yeah, you could make a profit. I could see where you could make a profit. You're going to make a lot more profit making $6 a dozen. Also, depending on expenses, I mean, his feed could be a couple dollars cheaper than what you're feeding. If he's only selling eating eggs, he's probably not raising males. So less mouths to feed as well. It could be a couple different things. But yeah, if you're still on, the person that was talking about making a profit on eating eggs, I'd be happy to hear what your setup is. Kyle the Floridian, we are new to owning quail and have 6 in a 4-foot by 8-foot cage, which has 2 stories. That is a lot of square feet for him. I've noticed that they get very territorial when there's too much space. I would eliminate a lot of that space so that they're not so territorial. Um, Not talking to me, not talking to me. John says, how long until all the orders jumbo wild eggs were ordered last week? I'm assuming shipped. I'm about 2 to 2.5 weeks out. I'll be getting out quite a bit of orders a day. I'll be shipping jumbo wilds Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday. But depending on when you ordered, I think the last one sold out on maybe Saturday. If that's the case, then it's about 2 weeks out. Val says you have to sit and observe your stock to find the aggressor. Also true. Freezer says, question to y'all, how should I name my farm? Any ideas I would appreciate? Again, I can give you some tips, but you want to make it personal to you. You want to have a meaning behind it, and you want them to be clear on what you're doing, if that's possible, or maybe the area that you're in. But you want some meaning behind it. So, for example, Myshire Farm has meaning behind why we named it that. So those would be my tips for that. Now, my phone is dying. I did get my new phone in, but I have not gotten my OtterBox in. Oh, I didn't. Maybe it'll fit. So I have not activated it yet until I get the OtterBox in because, well, I'm a little rough. So I'll be turning off the microphone. If somebody could let me know if you can still hear me as soon as I turn this off. Can anyone hear me? I would appreciate it. Barely. Can you hear me now? Yes? I will try to talk a little bit louder because that won't make my throat hurt anymore. All right, so let's see. Late but hello from Texas. Texas has run away with it, everybody. That is 14 Texans on tonight. Second place so far is California with 8. They took over Ohio's spot. Candy Ross is in the house from Michigan. Michigan. Welcome. Michigan, I believe, is running it up as well. Yeah, they're getting close. They're about to take over Ohio. You don't have to have a website or business page to sell on Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace is like an online yard sale. You just have to be a Facebook member. That is true unless you're selling something concerning live animals or, I believe, anything eating. I believe there's restrictions. They might have changed it. I haven't looked for a long time. Eric France is in the house from Washington. Welcome. I will mark you down. Washington's representing. Craig Meredith says hello, everyone, from Vancouver, Canada. Canada is about to take over. They're jumping up. Welcome. Eric France says, I heard that the Goldens have a fatal gene with breeding with them other golds. Is that true? That is not true. That is false. I do believe that they have a fatal gene in like another country, UK maybe. I can't remember. But we've never imported anything. So it's, as far as I know, it's not in the States. And if it is in the States, it's because it was brought here illegally. But it would not be in our flock. I can tell you that. But no, that's not accurate. If so, what do you breed the Goldens with? Thanks, I am from Washington and just got my NPIP certification. Thanks for all the videos. Well, welcome. I will mark you down from Washington. Glad you are here. We call our golds because we use Italian hens over gold Manchurians. We do that because we do different things with them. Also, the color seems to come out better and they become larger when you do that. So that's why we do it. Beth Reed says, hello from North Central Arkansas. Welcome. Arkansas is in the house. Um, Third generation from your jumbos just started laying at 6 weeks. Average weight for females was 12.8. Males were 11.2. Very happy with their growth. My calls. That is great. Congratulations. Beth Reed, if you're still on, at 6 weeks they weighed 12.8 ounces, or at 10 weeks they weighed 12.8 ounces. I'd like to know if you're still on. David Woods from Washington, Missouri is in the house. Welcome. Missouri is stepping it up. Ohio's dropped off dramatically. Jim Ockers is in the house. Let's see. Greetings from Michigan. Welcome. I know you're on here. I think that ties Michigan and Ohio up. It does. Michigan and Ohio is tied. Ohio was in the lead at one time. Mike's Game Domain says, wow, 1,100 eggs per day. I'm so impressed. That will just be the Jumbo Wilds. Yeah, we'll be ready for next year. Beth Reed says, we're all over 10.5 ounces. That's great. Congratulations. Again, was it at 6 weeks or 10? Val's Homestead says United Kingdom is back in full lockdown. I'm so sorry. Homestead on Main Street says, glad I'm here. Glad I made it. Here's your like. Thank you very much. If you'd like to let us know where you're from, I will write that down. We're going to see which state wins tonight to finish up our history week, which is a lot of fun. Schultz Stump Ranch says hi from Oregon. I believe, yep, Oregon is representing. Welcome. Johnny Button says, Zach, what kind of incubator do you think would work? I'm building 2 brooder boxes. Thinking about buying 120 quail to start with. I do not have a lot of experience with store-bought incubators. We've always built our own. If you go to Katernik's Corner, you can watch a video on how to build your own incubator. But I would recommend going to Facebook, going to the group Newbie Quail Lovers Facebook group, joining, and then posting what incubators people recommend. You will get a lot of comments on personal experiences, which is great. As far as I know, GQF is the best brand out there. And they've got a high-end brand, the GQF staples, I guess, the GQF kind of countertops. Cabinet incubators is what I mean. The GQF cabinet incubators is kind of top notch. And then they also have a lower end called the Hovabator, which I guess is probably one of the best ones out there as well. But I'm not very familiar with it. I would definitely check out that Facebook group, which is called Newbie Quail Lovers, and you will get a lot of information on that. Jacqueline Clark says, thank you so much for answering all my questions tonight. I really appreciate it. Thank you for showing up, and thank you for asking. I really appreciate it as well. Homestead on Main Street says, Indiana here. Welcome. Let's see. I know you're on here. There you go. Indiana stepping it up as well, just tied with Tennessee. Starbuck Road says, which chicks have black feet? If you're going to get black feet, it's typically going to be out of the Tibetans or Rosettas. We do breed a little bit for that. David Cotton says, I built the incubator from Katernik's Corner. Works great. There you go. There's one example right there. Uriel says, thank you for answering my questions, but I don't think that it is bumblefoot. I think that is a fungus or virus infection because it's on the tip of foot and her face and smells weird. Well, then that's odd. I've not seen that before. But I would definitely get it away from the other quail. Yeah, that's not good. I've not seen I have no experience with that. Andrew First is in the house. New Mexico, welcome. New Mexico's representing. David Cotton says, Blute is popular in the Filipino community. Yes, it is, absolutely. And yes, Val's Homestead is correct. If it smells, it probably is a fungus, which is weird. Mike's Game Domain says balut is typically duck eggs in the Philippines. As far as I know, there can be all kinds of different balutes, ducks, chickens, geese, things like that. but quail eggs are fairly popular as far as my understanding as well. Mike's Game Domain says I've eaten it. Quite good. There you go. I've not, but there you go. David Cotton says crack the egg open and a little salt and eat it up. There you go. I don't know if I will, but I'll keep it in mind. Midwest Kristen says, I forgot what video it was, but you mentioned something about breeding out albinos. Is there something wrong with them, or is it just a color preference you're working towards? No, usually the albinos are very weak. Usually they have defects, and usually they don't last after about 2 to 3 weeks. So it's just a very weak gene that I'd like to get out of the process. Uriel says, I really appreciate that you answered today's and previous Sunday's questions. Where I live, there is not a vet who can see my quails. Thank you so much. Not a problem. I hope I could help. Patrick Folt says, in your tuxedo cages, are the colors separated, or is it the cage full of all the varieties? No, each one is separated. North Idaho's in the house. 4 ships. Welcome. There you are. Idaho is representing. Val's not talking to me. Jesse Brown says, more follow-up. Thank you very much. I have an automatic egg turner going to lockdown morning of day 15. Most hatch on day 18, but I've had some hatch 17 to 20. I'll text you too. Yeah, I'd like to do some research with you, and I'd like to get some stuff on the books and try to troubleshoot some things. But I'd like to try to help you figure it out, because I'd hate that those fully formed chicks are not hatching. But we'll try to figure it out. But text me and we'll try to get it done. They Feed, We Feed Homestead from Northwest Indiana. Indiana is 1 away from Ohio and Michigan, or yeah, to take the lead on them. But Texas is running away with it. Zachary Clemenson, hello from Minnesota. Minnesota's in the house. Welcome. They are jumping up as well. Kurt Stoner says hello from Central Oklahoma. Welcome. I know it's on here. Sometimes. Oh, there you go. Welcome. Ice storm about took out quail coop this week. Large branch fell. No power for 3 days. Repaired it. No quail died or escaped. Have 100 eggs from you inbound. That is great. I did ship yours out on Saturday. You should be getting them tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. But that is wonderful. Best of luck. Keep me posted on the hatch, and I'm very happy. Well, I'm sad that you had to go through it and fix all of it. I'm sure it was a huge bummer, but I'm glad you didn't lose any, so that's wonderful. Christine says hello from Oregon. Welcome, Oregon. Oregon's jumping up there representing. EasyB304 says hello from West Virginia. Welcome. West Virginia's running it up as well. But he could answer important questions. He was still singing. Chris Derry Rose Elrod, good evening from Arkansas. Arkansas is back in the house. I know you're on here as there we go. And they're stepping their game up as well. Linda Dixon says hello from Backyard Bounties. Love the name. In LaGrange, Georgia. Welcome, Georgia, in the house. Mike's Game Domain. No, not talking to me. Not talking to me. Not talking to me. There we go. Connie says lots of people have a high chick mortality rate because the chicks cannot get away from the high heat and they end up getting cooked and dehydrated. Larry's at Scoots Organic. Yes. If you're having issues with chicks dying, I would recommend going to our YouTube channel, Myshire Farm, looking up the video that says the top 5 reasons for chick fatality. I would watch that. Then I would go to the playlist that says FAQ, frequently asked questions. Watch the first video in that, and that is frequently asked questions or concerns about the brooder process. I would watch both of those. I bet you would take some things away. But 2 weeks ago, we did a video on winter is coming. You have to change things in your brooder setup from the rest of the year to winter when it gets cold. Check those out. Top 5 reasons for chick fatality on our YouTube channel. The playlist about frequently asked questions, the top one about the brooder process. And also 2 weeks ago from today, 2 weeks ago, we did a YouTube video that says winter is coming, and the topic was what you need to change. So hopefully one of those or all of those will help. Donna says, mine just start laying. I bought to my porch 3 weeks ago. I had a first time later prolapse. When you move them, then they can get stressed out and prolapse. They usually repair themselves, and they usually take a couple weeks to start laying again. Donna Pites, I'm going to say Peets. Donna Peets, I hope I said that correctly. From Illinois is in the house. Welcome. I will write that down. Illinois is representing. Not talking to me, not talking to me, not talking to me. Diamond Flower says hello from Stanwood, Iowa. Welcome. Iowa is representing tonight. My quail like a diversion of cooked pumpkin in a jar lid or clean tuna can. I've never tried either one of those. Interesting. Tyler Woodland said, is their best color to start out with? I'm from Alberta. Welcome. I'm assuming you mean Alberta, Canada, hopefully. And that gives us 6 Canadians, which is one away from tying Ohio and Michigan and beating Tennessee and all kinds of places. So Canada's stepping it up. Is there a best color to start with? It's a personal preference, to be honest with you. I would really strongly recommend you checking out our playlist on our YouTube channel, Myshire Farm. Go to the playlist section, which is the 3rd tab over. I've got a playlist called All About the Colors. It's going into each one, what they look like, how to sex them, the benefits of them, lifespan. Now, every breeder is going to be different with their numbers. I get that, but at least you'll get a general understanding of them. The best answer I can give you is I would start with the color that's feather sexable. It's easier for you. Not your average guys. Like the name. Like the name. One of my males is extremely swollen behind his vent. It doesn't appear to be hurting him, but it's been like that for at least a week, or at least that's the first I've noticed. What could this be? Sometimes they're just that way. He's just well endowed. It won't affect anything at all. Mike's Game Domain says, oh yeah. Zach, I have a girl laying giant eggs back to back, 21 grams. They're in high protein. I'm struggling to get them through their molt. It's like 6 weeks at least. I don't know which bird it is. I give alfalfa grass and vinegar water to help, but should I try to isolate her or just let it go? No, there's not much more you can do for her. I'm a little concerned about the high protein though. I don't recommend it. I recommend you have a low protein when they're laying and a high calcium and fiber. That helps them produce eggs, makes the eggs healthier and stronger. And typically when you have a high protein, you can run into issues long term as far as your adult quail. But that would be my recommendation on that. Stephen Myers says, I currently have 54 out of 125 hatched out, and it's day 22. I've got some to hatch today, but very concerned. Please help. If they're hatching on day 22, there's a humidity issue. I would definitely check your humidity. It's probably not reading correctly. I would recommend 65 to 75%. If it's day 22, it's a humidity thing. Almost guaranteed. So 65 to 75%. I would go on to our website, go to our blog section, print out the sheet that says the hatching process. It will give you all the numbers to help with. To increase humidity, I don't know what kind of incubator you have, but you can put a wet washcloth in there. wet sponge, a little, Tupperware bowl with a sponge in it. That will help humidity. But if they're hatching that late on day 22, we got to fix that humidity issue. But best of luck. YRB says, hint, aggressor is the one with feathers on their head. Usually, sometimes. Johnny Button says, nope, not talking to me, not talking to me, not talking loud and clear. John from North Carolina. I think you're the first North Carolina tonight. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Avery Rose says, hi, everyone from Tennessee. Welcome. Tennessee just tied Indiana and one away from Michigan and Ohio. Just plucked 40 quail. Zach, is there still time to use the code? There is. You can use the code. I'm not turning it off until tomorrow. So go ahead. Ruben gives us a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Thank you. Connie says, how do we find your auction? It's on Facebook. If you go to Facebook and just type in Myshire, maybe Myshire, well, if I type in Myshire, it automatically asks the Quail group or the auction group. But if maybe you type in Myshire auction, it'll give you a group that's private. You can join. I'll accept, and that's it. We have a lot of fun on there. Yep. Dana Ward, hello from Memphis, Tennessee. Tennessee is making a comeback. They just tied Ohio and Michigan and gotten the lead from Indiana. Welcome. Thumbs up. Thank you very much for the thumbs up. Thank you, Verna. Awesome job in the chat. Verna is doing a great job tonight. Justin Harkins from Idaho. Welcome. Idaho is representing. Avery Rose says, anyone have advice on advertising hatching eggs and live birds? We do have some videos on our website. Nope, I lied. We have some videos on our YouTube channel about how to sell and selling process. Again, we talked about top 5 ways to sell tonight. Yeah, you need to, I can't express enough, you need to get out there and network. I think that a lot of places, a lot of businesses, a lot of people starting businesses, we have gotten lazy. Networking was pretty much what you did back in the day before the internet and before social media. Now social media is here, and it seems like a lot of people have forgotten how to network. You've got to get involved with the community. So I would recommend that. And then, once people know who you are, then, we offer hatching eggs and we offer live quail. Craigslist is another great ad. There's not a lot of networking there. It's mainly just advertisement. Doing giveaways, going to businesses and passing them out, farmers markets, all kinds of stuff. But I've got a lot of videos on how to sell on our YouTube channel that might help. Donna says, hi from Midwest, Illinois. Welcome. Illinois. There we are. Illinois is in the house. Welcome. FC Tuber says hello from Kirkgrowin, North Central Iowa. Iowa again, making a comeback. And I lost you. Where did you go? Oh, there you are. Oh, that's why. Welcome. Patrick Fold says, I found 2 dead quail this week, 8 weeks old, with their insides ate out. Any idea why they would do that? Yeah, you got to take dead quail out every day. Don't let them sit in there. I would say if they die in the cage and it's more than 2 to 3 hours, they'll start picking on it. I don't know why. Blue River says, are jumbo wilds better than white wings? Yes. There's nothing better than jumbo wilds. Nothing. Sorry. Justin Harkin says, how many quail should I have to feed me and my 3 kids? Actually, I have a video on that. I would not be able to give you the numbers because I just can't keep that stuff in my head. But if you go to our YouTube channel, Myshire Farm, look up quail math. It's a two-part series. One talks about eggs, one talks about meat, talks about how much you need for a family of 4, and just how to get those numbers so you can figure out how many you need for your own family. But I would definitely check those out. Those should answer your questions, hopefully. Roger McNutt says, hello, Zach, from Eastern New Mexico. New Mexico's in the house. Welcome. Representing. Ruben Gonzalez is not talking to me. Beth Reed says, how do you package your feeders? We do Ziploc bags. We do 10 in each bag and write on them. Midwest Kristen says, can you mix jumbos with standard size, or will the jumbos trample pick on the smaller ones? No, you can put jumbos with them. The jumbo wilds are pretty calm. They might be the calmest I've got. They're just so fat. They're just so big. They don't feed and just want to eat and drink. You know, eat, drink, and take naps. No, they'll do fine. Doc Holiday says, can you guys hear? I don't. Oh, I hope that's fixed. Hope that's fixed, because I've been talking for a long time. My throat's killing me. Oh, dear God. All right, I'm going to try to start going a little bit faster. They Feed, We Feed Homestead. Love the name. From Northwest Indiana, welcome. And you just tied Tennessee, Ohio, and Michigan. But Texas, I don't think somebody's going to beat Texas tonight. Midwest Kristen says, where on earth did you learn all of this, by the way? A book, experience, trial and error? Did you learn from someone? You're so knowledgeable. Thank you. I don't take compliments very well, but thank you. A lot of mistakes, trial and error. We have worked with other breeders. I would say, as far as knowledge goes, as far as from someone else, gathering information from someone else, that's hard to say. There was a guy overseas, I believe in Egypt, that taught us how to do sex links, because we network. That's pretty much the only thing we've been out of contact with him for a while. I don't know what happened. Yeah, we traded ideas and how we did things, and he got something out of it, and we got something out, and we learned how to do sex links. We've talked to Robbie at JMF, and he's given us some information throughout the years. We work with Duke University and send them quail, and they kind of give us their updates and their findings. That's been very helpful and very interesting. But mainly a lot of trial and error, which is pretty much how I learn anyway. Johnny Buttons is not talking to me. YRB says, if fungus 50-50 water, vinegar, scrub, and isolate. If that does not work in a week, do strong salt water scrub. Repeat 2 times a day. Keep cage clean. There you go. I have never dealt with that, luckily. Midwest Kristen says, do bachelor cages need to be far away from regular cages with breeders or layers only, or do they need to be far away? No, they can. No, I keep my male cage is right across from my jumbo wild breeders, or some of them. Good question. Not talking to me, well, I don't even know if I need to be here anymore, guys. Arsalan Khalid, I hope I said that correct, from Pakistan. Very cool. Welcome. Doc Holiday says, okay, I can hear you now. Hi from Arizona. Welcome. I don't remember writing down Arizona. Oh, I did, though. I did. But welcome. I'm glad you're representing Arizona. Is it true that snowies tend to be a little weaker since they have 2 SSC genes? I've not experienced that. No, I don't. There might be studies, but I've not seen that yet. Duke University does have our snowies, but they have not given me the information back yet. So it'll be interesting to see what they say, but I haven't experienced that. I just hatched out the new generation maybe 4 months ago, and I did Snowies and I did Italians at the same time. Um, and I think I lost out of, I don't know, 250 or 275 Snowies. I might have lost 3 through the entire process. So I don't see it. Khalid says wonderful information. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're here. Very cool. Homestead on Main Street says all about the colors was a good video to watch. Thank you very much. I just posted another one today about the Tibetans and the Tibetan tuxedo, so you can check that out. Hugh Dykes from Lake Charles, Louisiana. Welcome. Well, representing Louisiana tonight. Linda Dixon says, what amount of protein for laying hens? We do have a couple videos on our website talking about what we feed. We show you the ingredients page. We show you the percentage page. We tell you where we get it from. I would definitely check that out. We also tell you when we feed it. But long story short, I recommend about a 15 to an 18% protein for laying hens is what I recommend. And that's what we use. Donna Pite says, I've had hens lay 3 eggs in one day. That is strange. I don't think I've ever had that. Very cool. Diamond Flower says, could issue of late hatchings also be caused by low heat in the incubator, or basically humidity is the issue? It could be low heat. It could be a couple different. I would assume it's a humidity thing. Well, see, it might not. If they're hatching, usually, if they're fully developed and they don't hatch, it's usually a humidity thing. Doesn't mean that it's not a temperature thing. So if they're hatching at day 22, it could be a heat thing. It could be both. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. It could be either one. Most likely humidity, but not always. It could be either one. Very good attention to detail. Absolutely. Not Your Average Guy says south of Kansas City, Missouri. Welcome. I will write you down. Missouri's catching up. I'm not usually available for the live, but I try to listen to your chats on Mondays. Thank you for doing these. They are super helpful. Thank you very much. Hopefully you learned something. Gilbert Quail says, hello, I have 9 quail. I'm wondering if I have 7 girls, how many eggs should I get per month? Well, they lay, I would say on average about 5 eggs a week, so 25 eggs a month. Yeah, somewhere around there. Johnny Button says, Zach, where do you say to get the paper at for incubator? If you're talking about the hatching guide, you're going to go to our website, which is myshirefarm.com. You'll go to the blog section, and then there is a... Oh, actually, there's a lot of questions about chick fatality, too. I think I have a blog on our website as well as the top 5 reasons for chick fatality. I wrote that this year. That's my paper I wrote myself and published myself. So yeah, I did the hatching process, which you can print out. It's a PDF. I also did the top 5 reasons for chick fatality. I forgot all about that. Look at me remembering stuff. But myshirefarm.com blogs. Midwest Kristen says, I'm tempted to order more now. I know I shouldn't, but it's so hard. I just want all the colors. Do it. Gilbert Quail says, oh, nope, I've already answered that. I don't know how I got back. What is the best food to feed quail hens when you're collecting eggs for hatching? Well, we have done a couple YouTube videos about feed. I would check those out on our YouTube channel, Myshire Farm. We go in, I actually show you what our feed is, the ingredients, the percentages, when we feed it, when we change feeds. I really recommend watching those. But long story short, for layers, I recommend a 15 to 18% protein. I recommend a 3.5% calcium and a 1.5% fiber. I'd watch the videos to make sure, because I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but I would check those out. Gilbert Quail says they have 14 to 16 hours of light every day and outside. That's great. And outside, well, outside's going to hurt you a little bit during the winter. Keith Arnold says, Zach, Canada is a country, not a state. You need to count the province of Canada, not Canada. That's true. I wasn't expecting to have so many Canadians. So next time I do it, I will do that. So I do apologize because there is a lot of Providences. Providences. Yeah, Providences. Um, which is like states. So you're right. Next time I will do that. Thank you for letting me know. Val's Homestead says, I have most colors. It's addictive. It is addictive. Donna says Hoobly. I'm assuming that's another way you can sell, which is a good idea. Absolutely. We did that once, and I haven't been on there in a long time. But yeah. Mike's Game Domain says, yeah, I use 16% layer feed. They all stopped laying when molting this year, and the feathers just aren't growing back. After several weeks, I give them my chick starter, which is only 20% every other day. I wouldn't change feed. I would stay consistent with the feed is what I would do. 16% would be fine. If they're not growing back, I don't know if it's molting. Could be aggression. They could be picking each other's feathers out. That's something you might want to look at. I thought the higher protein might help with feather growth. Maybe. Tamad Joe says, sorry I'm late. Indiana's in the house. Welcome. And Indiana just took the lead over Ohio and Tennessee. But Texas is still killing it. California's second. Bertice Morphin, hope I said that correct. Hello from California. Welcome. California's represented. I'll give you the numbers as soon as we're done. Rudy says, hello, I'm a long-time watcher and customer. Thank you very much. I was wondering why keeping quail outside preventing them from laying. I'll keep in mind that it's winter hours, but I have no eggs. Change of season always does a number on the quail. It typically ages them a little bit more because of the change in weather every day, you know, rain, snow, different light. The light would be a big one. If they don't have artificial light and they're outside, that will change a lot because it gets dark fast. So that would be a big disadvantage. And I don't think that they feel super safe with the wind or with the weather changing every day. Not that they won't lay, but they do stop when the weather changes, and they'll pick back up. You just got to be patient. Rudy says, from Seattle, by the way, Seattle, Washington. I know that, so I will put that on the table here. I know you're on here. Don't let me down. There you go. Washington taking a lead. Gilbert Quail says hello from Gilbert, Arizona. I'm Anika. Welcome, Anika. And Arizona is in the house. I will write that down. Arizona's gaining some momentum. Stuart Dial says, sorry, late shout out from Texas. Texas is not backing down. That is 15 Texans on tonight. Very cool. Homestead on Main Street. Oh, not talking to me. Martin Tam says from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. We did talk about this. I've already started it, so I'm just going to finish. But 7 total Canadians tonight. I do understand that there are different provinces. I will do better next time doing that. It was just a whim thing, but Canada is representing. Thank you for the video on the new calling technique last month. Very clean and less stress. We should call it the Zach Neck Pinch, if not named already. I can't take credit. Someone taught me, but I'll talk to him. I'm sure he wouldn't mind maybe splicing something together, and we'll call it the, I don't know. I'll think about it. Donna says, is there a feed you recommend? We use... Oh, crap. I always forget the feed that we use. We have 2 videos on feed. It's from 2 different companies. Brewbaker is one. The other one is, I cannot remember, but it is on our last feed video. It gives you the name. I can't remember. I'm sorry. But it's on there, so you could find it. Um, I'm assuming hydrogen peroxide usage for the infection on the bird, but it works by burning, so be careful and only put it on the wound. There you go. Doc Holiday says all about Snowy's next. I don't know. I'll work on it. I was going to do it, and it looks like I should be getting the information back from Duke University, which is just cool. I haven't mentioned it before. I think I've said it today, but I haven't really mentioned it before. We work with Duke University, and I'm just really proud of that. I think that's a huge accomplishment. Anyways, they have our Snowies. They're working on it now. I'd really like to wait to get their information back before I do it, but I might not, depending on when they contact me. Alexia Oliveris, I hope I said that correctly. I hope. From California. California's on the rise. That's number 10. Welcome. Hugh Dyke says, is there a problem using 30% turkey starter feed for birds over 7 weeks, or is it better to go to a lower protein feed? I don't recommend going on a high protein feed after 10 weeks. 10 weeks is when they should stop laying. To give you full maximum production, full healthy quail, and longest longevity, I recommend, and you guys can do whatever you want, I recommend a 25 to 28. If you can find 30, then use the 30% starter feed from day old to 10 weeks old. Once that is done, I would move them to a low protein, 15 to 18% protein, and then that increases the calcium to 3.5%. You want to lower the protein because you don't want them to get fat, because fat equals unhealthy. So you don't want them to get overly fat. Also, the calcium helps them, the calcium and the fiber help them produce eggs. It helps the egg, the fiber helps the quail pass the egg so that there's no prolapse or they're not stuck. And the calcium will also help with that, but it also gives the quail egg a healthier look to it and a stronger feel to it. I don't know of any high protein feed that has a 3.5% calcium. It's usually a layer feed. Layer feeds are always low in protein, so that's why I say that. Louis is in the house from California. California's on the rise. Texas, you better watch out. Healthy Homestead Chick says, hey, I'm super late, but I need help with babies with splayed leg. Splayed leg is 9 times out of 10 an environmental issue. It is usually a slippery surface. So whether that is in your incubator, your lockdown, or your brooder, I recommend using blue automotive paper towels, and that will fix a lot of the issue. Make sure that you're not using any rubber, any plastic, or anything like that. But that should fix your issue right there. If you go to Facebook and go to the Facebook group Newbie Quail Lovers, you can ask remedies to fix splayed leg, and if you fix it within the day or two, you can. There's a rubber band method, there's a shot glass method, there's a couple different things that you can use. I've not used them, I don't know about them, but if you go to the group and ask the question how to fix splay leg, they will be more than happy to assist you there. Val's Homestead said, that's why I suggest all questions to Zach in caps. Okay, thanks. YRB says, Gilbert Quail, that would, oh, not talking to me. Jingida Creature. I hope I said that correctly. I'm very sorry. Washington, welcome. I will write you down. How come I can never find where I put... Oh, there you are. On the rise. Ordered 50 German pastel eggs. Best of luck. Hopefully you can join us in a couple weeks and let us know how it went. But best of luck. Rudy says, thank you so much for your response. Glad I could help. Hopefully it did help. Tri-Cities, Washington is in the house. Welcome. Another Washingtonian? I don't know. I shouldn't have said that again. Matthew Whittle says, do you allow farm tours and farm pickup for someone looking to make a road trip? We are not right now Because we ship all over the U.S., our inspectors, because we're biosecurity, have asked not to do tours and not allow people into the barn. Eventually, when all this goes settles down and goes back to normal, we will be happy to, but because we ship all over the U.S., they really don't want us to at this time. Which it is what it is. Donna Pite says, what about sprouting grains, i.e. wheatgrass? I'm not familiar with it. I would not be able to give you any information I have on that. Mad Farm says, hey Zach, what's the average egg size with the jumbo whites? Thinking about ordering 100. 13? I don't know. I think it's 13, but I could be wrong. I do have a video on them. It's all about the jumbo whites. If you go to our playlist on our YouTube channel, Myshire Farm, go to the playlist called All About the Colors. Jumbo whites are on there. It will give you the average size, average egg size, length of production, how many eggs they produce in a year, what they look like, and all that jazz. Carolyn C says, Johnny Button, I thought you were, oh, not talking to me. Boxcar Willie says, Kentucky, hello from the hillbillies in Kentucky, welcome. I will mark you down, and Kentucky is moving on up. Not talking to me. Mike's Game Domain says, great advice about not switching feeds. I'm getting that. The more consistent their environment, the more consistent they perform. I'll keep that in mind. Absolutely. I've said that in a lot of videos. Consistency is key with the Coturnix quail. Absolutely. Tri-City, Washington ordered 50 jumbo pastel eggs. Best of luck to you. Keep us posted on the hatch. Matthew Whittle says, great info tonight. Thank you very much. That is the last question. So I will give you the updates and give you a recap of tonight. So Texas had the most watchers or contributors tonight with 15. Second place was California with 11, and then we had a ton more. We had Ohio, Missouri, Texas, Virginia, Indiana, Tennessee, West Virginia, Michigan, Florida, Minnesota, Massachusetts, Maine, Wisconsin, Idaho, Washington, Kentucky, New York, Alabama, Iowa, Wyoming, Pennsylvania, Maryland, New Mexico, Arizona, Nebraska, Oregon, South Carolina, Oklahoma, Illinois, Arizona, Kansas, which I abbreviated wrong, Georgia, Louisiana, Colorado, North Carolina. Then we had the Caribbean, we had Australia, we had two from the UK, we had PA, Panama, I think it was Panama. Then we had 7 overall from California, and then we had Pakistan in the house. So we have had a very, very fun, productive night. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll answer these questions, go do a recap, and then we will be done. Hugh Dyke says, thanks for the information about protein content. I started giving my birds crushed oyster shell a couple weeks ago. Is there a problem with this, or should I wait until they are egg laying? You don't really need oyster shell until they're laying eggs, so I would say it's probably a waste. Oyster shell will increase the calcium, which is good, but they don't really need the calcium until they're egg bound or egg laying. Juanita Fields is in the house. Is it okay to feed meat maker feed to chicks? Absolutely. Any starter grower, meat maker kind of thing, high in protein is what you want. Look, as far as the feed goes, which I think is what we're going to do. I tell you what, this is what we're going to do going forward. I'm going to start off each episode going forward with asking you what topic you want to talk about next week as far as what I come up with. You guys can obviously ask any question that you want. Now, that being said, I've seen a lot of questions about feed. So next week's topic is going to be all about the feed, and I will give you 5 most frequently asked questions and answer them. So that's what we will do. Oh, crap. Unless I have Wynola Ranch on. I'll be posting this week. If I have Wynola Ranch on, I will be posting this week. If I don't have Wynola Ranch on, then we will be doing all about the feed, and we will do a video about that while I answer your questions. Now, with that being said, starting next week, at the very beginning of the video, I'm going to ask you what topic you want me to bring to the table, and you guys can pick what topic. because there's just so many in my head. And it's mainly to help you. So, with that being said, what age do chicks move on to wire mesh? I've had issues with them getting the back on their leg, knee stuck in the mesh holes. I usually don't take the blue paper towels out until they're about 2.5 weeks old. Is typically what I do. Avery Rose says, what are the differences between Rosettas and Tibetans? I believe I have Rosettas, but it's difficult to tell. Rosettas will have a reddish look and very patterned. They're very patterned and they have a little bit more of a reddish look. But yes, Rosettas and Tibetans look very, very similar. But that's the difference. Tibetan are kind of a plain, dark quail. Rosettas will have a lot of markings on them, especially on their back, and have a reddish look to them. They're the roux, I guess you can say they're the roux de loup to the Tibetan. But if you go to our website or even our Facebook Myshire page, then we actually have a slideshow of all the colors and the names, and you can see the difference on there as well. Not talking to me. The meat maker feed is not starter feed. Oh, then I don't know what meat maker feed is. I've never heard of it. Sorry. Avery Rose says, great job tonight, Zach. Always enjoying watching. Thank you very much. Rich Rose says, feed them eggs. That can't hurt as well. A lot of people do that. Mike's Game Domain says, thanks, Verna. Verna did a great job tonight, again, just like last time. Someone just texted me and said, thanks for the second chance. Just got a 77% hatch rate. So that was a reship. So that's great. I'm glad they did well this time. I always like to find the problems. As long as we can find the problem, I have no problem reshipping. I just want to find the issue. Death Revenge says, when do you usually ship your hatching eggs? We ship Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday every week. Val's Homestead says, night all. It is getting late there. Absolutely, it's getting late here too. Death Revenge says, when do you usually ship your... Oh, well, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday. We ship 4 days a week. And that is the rest of the questions. So, just to recap, Tiffany Chin, you won the contest for the 18 and under contest. So congratulations. The 18 and under contest, I do need to mention more. I will start mentioning it more at the beginning of videos. And I'm very excited about that. So that is more to come. But Tiffany Chin was the winner for this week. We talked about 5 ways to sell or how to sell. So, you know, there's hatching eggs, there's eating eggs, there's butchered quail, there's feeders, there's dog training, there's balutes, and there's, you know, decorative things. I mean, there's, again, get creative. But more than anything else, if you take anything else away from it, you got to sell yourself. Believe in yourself first. Justin Harkin says, watch the video. One number of family will need, very informative. That's great. I'm glad you watched that video. Hope that it helped. Michael Bowman says, good night all. Absolutely. Again, thank you all for your support. Thanks for the like buttons. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hopefully I answered your questions and you have a little bit of fun. I will be posting a couple videos this week. I'll be posting another sale on Tuesday because it is vote week. I don't care how you vote. I just want everybody's voice to be heard. So that'll be coming out. I'll do a couple all about the color videos, and then I will be posting about our live video determining or letting you know how it's going to run. Plus, next Sunday, we've got our auction for our Winola Ranch cage, which is super cool. And hopefully he'll be on. He might not be on. That's still up in the air. I don't know. We got to work on it. But then Tuesday of next week, so not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday, I will be on Katernik's Corners channel doing a YouTube video on there. And I've got a podcast coming out. I don't have a podcast. I was a guest on a podcast that has millions of downloads a month, which is super cool to get the name out for Katernik's Quail and Myshire Farm. And I will give you updates on that as well. They are still editing, so maybe I did not do as well as I thought I do. So, Carrie says good night all. Johnny says thanks, not a problem, happy to help. Chris says good night, thank you very much. Avery Rose says thanks so much, Zach, amazing job. Verna, have a great night, everyone. See you all next week. Absolutely, everybody, thank you very much. Good night, stay safe, go vote, and have your voice heard, and watch our videos. Subscribe and like our channel, because I've got a lot of stuff coming in the next couple weeks. Verna, if you are still on, I will be getting with you this week for a couple different things. And Death Revenge says good night. Thank you very much. Isaiah said, I think it's Isaiah. I hope you correct me if it's wrong. Your commitment to this is the best. Thank you very much. I did see a bunch of people contact me through my phone tonight. I'm done for the night. I'm calling it quits. I've got a very busy week. We got a lot of orders to box up. A lot. I've got you know, hundreds of jumbo Isaiah. Oh dear God, I'll figure it out. I will look at that and figure it out. Isaiah. Is that right? Anyways, if that's right, just let me know. I saw that you text me. So, yes, Isaiah. All right, I got it. Might need to remind me. I think I got it. Jeff Fox Hunter says good night. Thank you very much. But I do have a lot of stuff coming out this week. We will be weighing jumbos this week that are going into our cages. I'm going to try to do a video on that. We will see. I am going to do a video because I'm going to have, I don't know, maybe 300 males that I will be calling for feeders to come pick up. So I'll be doing a specific video on that. Hopefully you'll be able to watch that. I'll try to do a couple all about the colors, and I will be doing a video about what we'll be doing for next week's live Q&A. So all that is coming, as well as a new giveaway, or not, I'm sorry, not giveaway. I'm not doing a giveaway. A new code for a coupon this week in case you missed it. So stay tuned for that. And guys, thank you very much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. It's been 6:12. Oh dear God, two and a half more hours. I gotta stop talking so much. But again, thank you very much, everybody, and I will see you later on this week. Stay safe. Go vote. We'll see you then.